This is what I'm feeling like. Da 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da 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 da.
Yo, what up, dope people? I'd like to welcome you back to the Keep the C Note podcast. I am your boy Brown. To the left, the far left of me, I got my regular
Vito.
And in the middle, we have a special guest, a legendary guest. It's an honor to have him, Mr. Chuck Nice, 3 times dope. What up, dope Chuck? How you feeling?
Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Brown? What's up, man?
What's going on?
I'm happy to be here, man. It's an honor, you know what I mean?
Oh man, we happy to have you here, man. Definitely appreciate you. Legendary status. We gotta get into some stuff.
Yes, sir.
The first thing I wanted to ask you is, how did you start producing?
Man, it was by mistake. I was actually a DJ first.
Okay.
What happened was we put a demo together and we was trying to shop it around, and we got into a radio competition with these cats called the Crown Rulers.
Okay.
And they did a song called Kick the Ball.
I like that. That's my shit.
But at the time, Lady B had this competition where people sending demos and they would battle against each other. They said we tied, but it was somebody at the station said, man, the phone's really lit up for you guys.
Right.
But they gave us heads up, said, yeah, Lady B called a tie because she managed them boys.
Oh, Lady B, you out of pocket for that.
She is being biased.
Yeah.
Is that whatchamacallit that mess with that used to mess with Tough Girl?
Who's that?
Did they mess with Tough Girl?
Crown Rules?
Yeah.
No, Crown Rules.
Well, what's the boy's
Jersey.
name that mess with? Yeah, ain't that them? From Jersey, right?
Yeah, but they was two separate crews though.
No, I know they was
right.
two, but didn't they like affiliate with them or something like that?
I don't think so. I know they used to be with some other cats that was from over Jersey, but whatever the case. But that anyway, that's kind of how it started. Like once we won the competition, cause she called a tie, we had to go against them again, and we did this song called On the Dope Side. And at the end of the joint, ES was like, now who gonna win this time? And he ended it like Aswan Lake, and we just stopped the beat. And, so we won that joint, and it kind of like caught the ears of some people, you know what I mean, being on the radio and everything like that. So we ended up getting the deal. But when we went from independent to major, because first we was on Hilltop Hustler Records, when we went to Arista like, okay, who does what in the group? They was like, okay, ES is the rapper, Wood is the DJ, and you're the what? I'm like, I'm the DJ. They're like, well, we don't need 2 DJs. So he was like, so we got to get rid of one of y'all. Yeah. So I was like, oh, because Wood was better than me in mixing. Like, actually,
right.
yeah,
right.
I mean, he showed me a lot of stuff. So it was like, damn, they about to cut me. So the one boy who was our A&R dude, he was like, listen, man, is there anything else you do? I said, well, I was the one who put the track together. And he was like, oh, so you're a producer? Okay, you can stay. I was like, God damn. I was like this close to getting ousted, cuz.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh. So just like that, you became a producer.
I went from DJ to producer. They have a clue about none of that, though.
Can you explain the difference between the DJ and producer?
Well, DJ spin records, you know what I mean? Like, scratch, cut, you know what I mean? Blend. Producer, the job of a producer is to get the best out of everybody in the room. So if you're a lyricist and he doing the beat and you got somebody, Joe over there playing the guitar, I got to make sure Joe on the guitar gets the best performance and it ends up on the tape. Your vocals, I got to make sure they're as close to flawless as possible, and him on the beat, I just got to make sure, you know what I mean, it's EQ properly, the whole nine, you know what I mean? It's just getting the best out of everybody.
Right.
Like, a lot of people get it confused. They think that producers are the cats that make the beats.
Right.
Yes.
But the reason they think that, because a lot of people who do produce make beats too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But realistically, you could produce, like they call Puffy a producer. He don't do none of that. He don't do beats and play instruments. He don't do none of that. But what he'd do is, if he got Craig Mack or Biggie or whatever, he make sure You know what I mean? Man, say that line a little bit clearer, big. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Give it more punch. Deliver it better, whatever.
It's funny you brought Puff up because me and him had a conversation about that.
I told him this though. I told what you saying.
But I also told you what he said too about Puff being that boy, being a producer.
Yeah, but that's
you gotta have an ear, man. He got a hell of an ear. You know what I mean?
He got a hell of
especially
an
on
ear,
them samples.
But what I'm saying is, producing, he got the part down with say that again or add this to it. But as far as making a beat, not even just making a beat, what you were saying, he's not sitting there engineering no track level or no vocals.
Probably not later
he's
on.
Not doing none of that.
Probably not later on in his career, but in the beginning of his career, that's what he was doing.
Come on, man.
He wasn't engineering a lot of stuff, but what he was doing. Like let's say you playing 5 different songs. He know which one is the one you cut because that one's the hot one.
He the one
you
with
might
the ear.
you might as an artist be like, man, I like track number 2. He'd be like, man, fuck that. Track number 1 is the one. You know what I mean? Like some people have ears. Like
he the one with the ear, but and so because he got the ear, he attached producer onto him, bro.
I need to be a producer.
But he ain't doing none of that stuff that he said. Besides the part where he said say it like this or say this or add this to it. Like he not doing none of that, making sure everything EQ.
I don't know. I seen something what Big said that Juicy song. And all them samples was coming from Puff.
Yeah, he probably picked them Jones like this a dope John to sample. He got the ear.
He probably picked them Jones. He probably picked them Jones, heard them from his crew cast to do beats. And like, that one right there with the Juicy sample. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. So listen. So we got to the producing thing. It's funny because I thought the producing thing started first. But it didn't. How did 3 Times Dope start?
Man, see, you ask a question that got weird stories, man. Because originally, we had 2 guys that was rappers. They was called the Deuce MCs, and we actually got the record deal with those guys.
Okay.
But after we got the record deal, them niggas was on some. I made it. I'm gonna ride around and get bitches.
Like Hollywood.
Yeah. So we, you know what I mean? Like we did a show, man. And I think I told you one time we were talking to the reporters. We did a show, man. These niggas started arguing on stage in front of the bull who signed us, the Hilltop Hustlers, and they actually got into a fight on stage. Dude was like, "Man, them guys ain't ready. Can't use y'all."
That's crazy.
So, but he was like, me and Wood, we was always there and we always did what we were supposed to do. He was like, damn, man, I hate to kind of cut y'all like that over your boys because you two been on point.
Right.
So he's like, tell you what, man, I'll give you 2 weeks. If you can find somebody else that I like, we're still rock and roll. And it was the last fucking day. And we was about to give up and call the boy and say, man, we ain't got nothing. We ain't got nobody. And me and Wood was sitting on my steps, sad as shit, like, damn, these niggas done fucked up a record deal. So Wood was like, man, listen, it's a girl who wants us to do a party around the corner DJing. I said, man, I don't feel like listening. I don't even want to be around no motherfucking music, let alone do a party.
Right.
He's like, man, to take our mind off of things and we make a couple dollars. Let's just go ahead and do that shit. We went around there to do the party. The girl we did the party for was actually EST's girlfriend.
Okay.
And you know how like back in the day, well, y'all younger than me, but back in the day, niggas used to be in the house parties like, yo, can I get on the mic? Shit like that. Yeah, I had the big ass headphones I was spinning at the time. Looking like I'm, you know what I mean, from NASA somewhere. And the boy came over, was like, yo, can I get on the mic, man? So we was like, well, who's you? The girl that's throwing the party. That, you know what I mean? I'm an old man. I was like, oh, well, shit, she the motherfucking pants. So yeah, you can get on.
Right.
So he started rapping, man, like the motherfucking crowd was going crazy. Like, and I couldn't hear what he was saying because I'm listening to the music in the headphones. So I said, listen, man, I don't know what you were saying, but I'm like right around the corner, cuz I want you to come around there if you're down. I said, we had a record situation and the guys messed up. This the last day we supposed to be able to present somebody. And that day right there, that night, me and him put together Funky Dividends, cuz, and we sent it to the board. And the board was like, yo, I like this shit better than the other boys.
Yeah. So y'all did that shit in basically a matter of for hours.
Couple hours, yo. And it had a whole different other rhyme. By the time it got to the Arista level, the rhyme was different. But both rhymes was tight.
Right. Shout out ES too.
Yeah, my man ES.
Speaking of ES, I asked y'all this a while ago because I never knew, but for everyone else, the Act Nicholas one.
Yo, I was gonna ask you, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Well, when people was talking about like hip hop back then, like everybody was kind of like copying off of New York. You know what I mean? If you think about it, when Love 'Em to Death, but when Will came out, he was kind of trying to sound like Slick Rick with, girls of the world ain't nothing but trouble. Yeah. You know what I mean? All that. Yeah. Steady B, he was kind of patterned after LL. Matter of fact, his first record was "You Was a Sucker, So I Stole Your Radio." You know what I mean? We didn't want to do that, and it almost got us canned again. But we was like, man, listen, man, you gotta trust in what we gonna do. But because people was following New York, they were saying this is dope, that's dope, this dope, that's dope. You know what I mean? And we didn't want to say we was dope. We wanted to say something that exceeded dope. So Act Nicholas mean it's a level of excellence. It's like better than dope.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's where that came from. But it actually came from the boy Larry actually made the actual word up. Because it was, how like it's, you might know niggas in the hood and be this one nigga, this nigga fly as shit. So, you know what I mean? Everybody be really digging on what he be saying and how he vibe. It was a boy named Nicholas. So, if you wanted to know if the shit was fly and it was a go, you asked Nicholas. But it kind of morphed into Act Nicholas, and then it became what it became.
Well, shout out to the boy Nicholas and Larry who brought that shit to life.
That's shout out to Larry. You know what I mean? Shout out to EST. Both of them combined created that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I heard you mention the name Steady B.
Yes, sir.
So I want to get you to keep it a C note on a couple things. Like, what actually started that Cool C EST beef?
Really, all of us was under a guy, and he wasn't doing business good for us. You know what I mean? Like he was not. We wasn't getting everything we were supposed to keep it a bean. Okay. Keep it a bean. Yeah. You know what I mean? But the guy happened to be like, back then, y'all probably don't remember, but most of the artists was West Philly artists.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
We from North.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't part. So the guy that signed us actually was Steady B's uncle.
Okay.
So Steady didn't want to accept the fact that we were saying, listen, your uncle doing us dirty, you know what I mean? So they took it personal.
Okay.
And then Lawrence, he didn't want them talking to us because we was in the process of stepping off, and we was learning the business that he wasn't teaching us.
Right.
So he wanted to do the divide and conquer. So I can't come to you and say, no, man, you really supposed to be getting this, or you really supposed to be receiving that, or this really supposed to be happening.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't like feel anything bitter about that, because in hindsight, the dude taught me a lot.
Right.
Because like I said, I ain't had no production experience, none of that. You know what I mean? They kind of threw me from DJ to producer, and he showed me a lot of stuff. He showed me a lot of stuff about performance. He showed me a lot of stuff about, track and stuff and everything like that. And I was kind of like a sponge. I sit in a session while something else going on, watching cats do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sort of like yourself. And I just migrate into it.
Right.
So, honestly, I wouldn't be who I am as far as on the mix and recording and all that without his tutelage. So
right, I mean, but really, was that because did Steady B ever say anything about y'all? Because when Cool C came at ES, like he didn't come at 3 times. Was it just because ES was the rapper, or?
Well,
that's why I thought it might have been.
He didn't come at ES. He came at 3 times dope. Like Cool, if you ever see his song, Glamorous Life. When he walking down the street, the nigga step on our face on the album cover. If you look on the floor by his feet, you so busy looking at him rapping
I never
and his mouth.
That.
You look at his feet, the nigga stepping on the Greatest Man Live album cover.
Oh snap!
I ain't never. I gotta go back and look.
Yeah, I got that. All right, so keep it a C-note. $1 million question.
Yeah.
Is Michelle a real person?
Yeah. Michelle was down with Steady and them. She was from the Hilltop. Matter of fact, she was Cool C's lady for quite some time. She was cool people, you know what I mean?
So that was just rap stuff. It wasn't like she dealt with both of them.
No, it was just her talking on the record. You know
on both, because she did talk on your joint.
Yeah, because after we left, she's still part of their crew. They West Philly, we North Philly. You know what I'm saying? So she was on their joint, so they following what the guy that signed us was saying. So, you know, he put her on the record. He got the same voice talking when I was Steady B. He gave me everything, but when I was E, he ain't give me nothing.
Right.
But that was our forte anyway. Best believe you won't receive no dividends.
Yeah.
We weren't like cats these days where they talking about, you know what I mean, you know, paying all these chicks all kinds of money.
Right.
We was sucker free with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't doing all that.
Right. Yeah. He tried to play it like that was fly shit. Like,
yeah.
All right, so dopest show y'all ever was on?
NWA tour.
Okay.
Everybody was there. Guy, us, NWA, Too Short. You name it, they was there, cuz. PE, Special Ed.
Oh yeah, that sound like it, dude.
And Rap Mania. Everybody was on that joint. LL Cool J, us, De La Soul. You know what I mean? Like, everybody you could think of that came from that era was on Rap Mania.
So when y'all was on Arsenio Hall Show, was that like part of the tour and y'all was just out there, or that was?
We didn't even know we was gonna do Arsenio, and we had went in the studio and we had cut dividends, but we was on the Greatest Man Alive single. That's what we was touring with.
Right.
They sent the masters to Arsenio. It was supposed to be Greatest Man Alive.
They sent the wrong.
They sent the new song.
Right.
And then was on the tip like, well, you know, just make the best of it. You know, it's gonna be the next single anyway. But we felt like, damn. I mean, like, people not familiar with this. They never heard this yet.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Like, it's a live audience. Like when I say that shit was live, like we were standing there waiting to go on the side of the curtain. My mom called me and I hit her back. Back then, you had to burn off phones with the beeper. You know?
Right.
I called her back. She was like, yo, on Arsenio right now. I was like, yeah, I know, I'm right here. But it was that instantaneous,
right,
you know what I mean? Like, so we had to do the song. We wasn't familiar with the song. The dancers didn't have no routines done to the song, man. It could have been a mess.
Right.
It still was a mess because I'm like a perfectionist when it comes to certain stuff. I beat myself up about a lot of stuff. But we wasn't ready.
Right.
And we were sitting in the dressing room with Whoopi Goldberg because it was us on Arsenio, Whoopi Goldberg, and the boy to play Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund, or whatever his name is. Yeah. And Whoopi was just like, she said, can I sit in the dressing room with you guys? I don't like being in my room by myself. So we were like, man, we looking at like, God damn, you Whoopi Goldberg. And this one, Whoopi stand up.
Right.
She was crazy with it, so she was at the top of the game, Sister Act and all that other dope. So she came in, she was just like pep talking us, like, just go ahead and give it your best. Don't worry about the situation around there, whether y'all know it. Just go out. All you can do is your best. Can't get mad at yourself if you do your best.
Right.
So we went out there and did our thing.
Yeah, it didn't even. That's crazy because it don't even look like when you watch that joint like.
No, if you watch it.
No,
that's because you know.
Yeah, we don't know. I think I sent it to you.
I'm gonna tell you key things to look out for. All right, you brought up the girl Michelle, right?
Right.
In the beginning, he is like Michelle, such and such and such and such. You know what I mean? Talking to her like on the record.
Right.
But we wasn't with them no more, so we ain't had Michelle, the girl that used to go on the road with us to do the dividend part. Her name was Nora. When he talked to her the second time, he like, Nora. You know what I mean? But you ain't go past so fast if you're people. But I was like, man, he called her Nora. Weird word, like, oh shit.
That's crazy.
Dancers, they messed up. The one boy, Carly Crush, man, the show we had before that, he sprained his ankle. Whoopi Goldberg wrapped it with she put some stuff on it, made the swelling go down a little bit. He was able to muddle through, but like, they usually come out doing all these acrobatic flips and stuff like that. If you look at it, you see the boy, the dark-skinned boy, he kind of did a half flip and just spun around because his ankle was fucked up.
Nah, that's a funny joint right there. That's a funny story to know.
Yeah, but it did work for when we came after we did that, and we came through the airport everybody knew who he was. Little white kid was like, they was on Obsession. That's Big Doctor.
Arsenio was huge back then. So listen, keep it a C-note. It don't matter, New York, Philly, anywhere. What's your top 3 MCs ever?
All right. Can I make it 4?
Go ahead, make it 4.
Because I'm going to naturally say ES because...
Okay, let's get
I've heard lyrics that even the public ain't hear from him. The boy beast, he's still a beast.
Right.
People say, you know, because of culture vultures and stuff like that, they try to discredit M, but M a bad motherfucker, yo.
Eminem?
Hell yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
M a bad motherfucker. A lot of people don't get this guy notoriety. Damn, see, it's too many I can say because I'm in the studio. I like lyrics. You know what I mean? Like Pharoah Monch is vicious.
Listen, to me, you a legend, and I call you about everything that I need input on. Like Chuck, I'm thinking about doing this. What you think of? And
I'm a huge Jay-Z fan.
No, it's cool.
Scarface.
Hold on, let me tell you this though. I gotta go ahead and backtrack because I'm gonna take your word as a legend because I be doing Eminem dirty. So for you to say he a monster and all that,
you gotta listen to what that boy was saying.
Okay.
And how complex it is and how he do it so fluidly.
But you know what though? I don't know if that throws you the same thing about him throws you off as it does to me is he has a lot of songs that like I feel like he's playing around on. A lot of bullshit songs.
Nah, it don't be that. It's just I don't know. To me, I don't really look at him like that because he don't make the type of music that I really. He don't talk about.
Listen to the singles, man. The singles.
No. I've heard his album.
Go to the cipher with him and Black Thought and Mos Def. He be killing it.
Yo, man, listen. You put him on the track with somebody, cause he gonna what I say. You know what I mean? Like M is a bad boy, man. Like I remember because I worked with Dre before. I remember that Dre was telling me, "Listen, man, I got a white boy, man. When the world here is gonna be crazy."
Right.
And I'm saying to myself, Dre tripping. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because back then when you were a white boy, you at the best you heard what was the dude's name?
Beastie Boys.
Not Beastie Boys, because they was kind of on some rock and roll fusion with hip hop, kind of like how Rick Rubin did with Run DMC. But what is them dude's name? They had Gas Face. Remember that song? Third Base.
MC Search and them.
Third Base.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, the boy, what's his name? Pete.
Yeah.
He was nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
He was nice. His flow was smooth. That's what I say.
Okay.
Man, it was a dude. I forgot his name too. Black boy. He was writing their rhymes. Like if you listen to one of the songs, he kind of dissing white people on the song and got
Not even.
and got them saying the joint because they basically saying his rhyme. He's like, you know, black cat, black male. You know what I mean? Who the fuck came up with that talking about white people? You know what I mean? But it's because a black dude was writing the joint.
Oh,
so they just spitting it. So you know what I mean?
Right.
So it just
because that what's the folks you just named before that was down with Run DMC and them?
Beastie Boys.
Yeah, was they writing their joints?
They was writing their joints.
They was?
I mean, and some of the joints, Run DMC.
Yeah, I thought Run DMC was writing some of their stuff.
Yeah. You could tell the ones that Run DMC wrote because it sound like
it sound just like them. But let me ask you this: so you got M, ES,
right?
Who else?
I love Hove.
Jay, okay.
I love Hove. Gotta give him his props. You know what I mean? See, it's too many, man, because from here, Beanie Siegel is the truth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be one of them.
Well, you had 3. You wanted to go, Chuck. You wanted to go to 4. You don't. You can be biased. Vito is biased. The lefty
I got
biased.
offbeat taste
but
too.
But what I'm saying is, you gave us 3. You said you wanted to do 4.
You could do 5.
Scarface.
You could do 5.
See, but it for me, it depends on the type of rap. Like Scarface,
Now I'm
That's
glad.
all I used to ride around listening to. Face.
Listen, shout out
Brad Jordan.
Let me ask you this, right? Shout out to DJ Bugsy. I do it for hiphop.com or I do it for Hip Hop Podcast. He did a down south list, right? And he had Scarface, I believe, at number 3.
Right.
And he said the reason why he had Scarface at number 3 is because nobody from the down south came out trying to sound like Scarface or ride they way. So he said they weren't really influential like Lil Wayne, he said, and I'm trying to think, can't think of who the other person was. But I'm like, no, Scarface was like, if it wasn't for if Scarface, this is what I told DJ Bugsy, if Scarface wasn't hot, we wouldn't have gave them other down south niggas no chance. Cause back then I can only remember like Luke and them from down south.
When Face came out, not only was the nigga lyrical, the nigga was street, his edge was crazy, his delivery was crazy, and what a lot of people don't know, pretty much all of his records, every instrument on that joint, and he don't be using a whole lot of samples like that, is him playing it. That nigga playing the bass, playing the guitar, playing the drum. Yeah. All that shit is him. That nigga is a beast.
I ain't know
I
that.
used to, we from the street, we from North, so you know what I mean? Like I used to like more edgy stuff. When I turned that nigga on, that nigga said, I ain't gonna run and get my gun just like the mother busters. When you see me around this bitch, I got that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who is this boy right here? Who is this
But
nigga?
that's what I was trying to
And
tell.
he got the voice for that shit too.
That was his impact right there, like. Because I remember at a time, and even shout out to this day, my man Rich Habits, who was on the show before.
Yeah,
he
said Face too.
He put Face up there, but I remember it was a point in time where we was putting Face top 5, period. It wasn't top 5 down south rappers.
When Face came out with Mr. Scarface and all that, man, the city was riddled with that shit. Face was the boy for me for the South. That really put them niggas on the map. They said, "Oh, these niggas can rhyme."
Yeah, that's what I say.
Like before, back then, people was looking at them like, they got that little southern twang.
I think the other person
lyrically
was Andre 3000.
Andre 3000, another.
I was like, bro, we would have. What I told him is, if it wasn't for Scarface, we would have never gave Andre 3000 them a try.
Yeah.
I fuck with Andre, but
he hot,
he
but
don't make enough music for me to really be. What? I'm talking about specifically him.
Yeah, without Big Boy.
Yeah, I need to hear more.
Yeah, boy, Andre 3000 was a beat, man. I ain't gonna front. I always loved Luda.
Yeah,
I think Luda don't get his props.
Yeah. Luda, what I like about Luda, every track he matched the style with the track. Yeah. Like no disrespect to Nas, and he's another one of my faves. But if you take
my man might stab
you. Listen. If you take a Nas vocal off one of his tracks and put it on the other track, it'll work. Mm-hmm. You can't take the pattern of a Ludacris song that's on one song and put it on the other one because it's made tailored for that song, that beat. You can't.
But that's
do
like that with a don't Chuck. Don't
touch the nerve.
Don't give Lefty no ammo.
No, listen. I
great
love
Nas.
Chuck, don't give him no ammo because you could have inserted a lot of people.
He right. He like you know what? He's like how Mekhi Phifer is as an actor, the same nigga in every role.
Nah, get out.
That's not.
You done activated.
Listen, man, I don't even like to talk about a whole bunch of stuff because niggas get mad at me, man. But I be trying to keep it a bean. Like people talk like they love Mobb Deep.
Right.
To me, Mobb Deep was nice.
Right. They was nice.
But I thought the beats was more memorable than the rhymes.
Listen,
and me and my man used to go back and forth.
They like, too much credit of being of having so many
Prodigy.
I didn't think he was that good.
Man, listen,
you
used to rock with Mobb Deep.
Yeah, but to me, I always
say a line from a Mobb Deep song. Any line, any record, all the records they had. Say a line.
You know one of the hottest lines from Mobb Deep song came from Little Kim. When they did
I'm not talking about what came from somebody. I'm talking about say one of their lines.
I can't remember that.
Okay, now.
Besides for the hook.
Now here's my
point.
point.
The hooks. That's it.
Say a line from Rakim.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
Say it loud for PE.
Give him a legend.
No, but they talk like man, they've been on legends. They legends too, but certain stuff is just memorable.
See, we got a legend up here keeping it the C note.
As he should.
No, he said, I break bread, ribs, $1,000 bills, deal on the Cotties and other 4 wheels.
Only thing I can remember P saying is my chain bang glass tables.
Yeah, that's a.
I wasn't really. I don't listen to like they shit that came on the like videos and the radio.
Listen, I used to bang Mobb Deep just like everybody else, but from a producer standpoint, when if I was doing the records with him, I'd be like, yo, man, like I can listen to these songs several times and nothing sticks out where I walk away saying it and remembering it. Like
I was more of a CNN fan than Mobb Deep.
Like I take 7 MCs, put them in a line, add 7 more brothers who think they can rhyme. It'll take 7 more before I go for mine. Now there's 21 MCs they up at the same time.
Right.
You could remember so much from Rakim because it's memorable.
Right.
You can remember so much from Snoop. It's memorable. Pop, it's memorable. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, the better rhymes. Not saying that they ain't good at what they do, because they excellent at what they do. But the better rhymes are the ones more memorable.
Okay.
Like, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and we was talking about that last verses, John.
Bone Thugs.
No, what's it, Bone?
Oh, you talking about the Big Daddy Kane joint?
Big Daddy, yeah, and KRS-One.
Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. We was talking about. I don't know if y'all seen the free concert with Drake and Kanye West.
Yeah.
Everybody love Drake. I think Drake is nice. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely.
Yeah, work the lefty nerves.
Yeah,
Go ahead, say something.
Drake is memorable.
Listen, he definitely top tier, but when he get to his hooks, they complicated as shit.
What you mean by that?
It's continuous like a verse.
Oh,
and if you watch the concert, because Kanye, in my opinion, was trying to show him something, because they've been beefing for a minute.
Right.
Kind of like on some Who's the Greatest. They singing with Kanye.
Right.
Because he know, because he's a producer, dumb it down so everybody can follow along. Everybody is not as creative as an MC. Everybody's not going to be as creative as Drake. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever they say is supposed to write for Drake, whatever the situation is. But Kanye know to dumb it down. When you get to the hooks, they singing along word for word. If you watch the joint, when Drake do like this, a lot of times you hearing crickets because people can't gravitate it. They can't catch it. They just can't catch it.
Even with that though, I think Drake was more so playing songs like to throw shots at Kanye instead of to rock the party. To me, that's what it seemed like. Cause like every song he played was songs where they originally said he was coming at Kanye on.
I mean, I don't know what the case with that is, but I just know, for me, I listen to a lot of Drake stuff. I like Drake music. If you put a gun in my head right now and said, sing one of his hooks, the only one I probably could come with was the joint where he talked about 0 to 100.
Okay.
Because that's the one that's dumbed down. The rest of them jokers that's mad ass long. And I know to him, I'm displaying the skill. I'm flipping these lyrics, you know what I mean? I'm doing something the average dude probably can't do this off the street. But the average motherfucker in the audience can't catch that shit.
Right.
I worked with Dre before, and I told you, Dre bust my motherfucking bubble, cause that nigga told me, yo man, you nice at producing, but you don't know how to fucking make a hook. He told me straight like that. And I'm, my little arrogance in my head was, fuck you gonna tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm doing? We got hit records too, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the nigga pulled out our music. He had all that shit in his bag. And when he played the records, because when he got to the hook, it wasn't nothing fucking there. Nothing. The only one that had something there, and he brought that up, was Greatest Man Alive. And he said the hook is EST, the act nigga is well, I'm the greatest man alive. He said, but you got a word in there can't nobody pronounce. He said, so you losing them. If you listen to Giddy Up, yeah, from the Giddy Up. Dun, 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 nothing there, music. Straight up, nothing there, music. I mean, but I listen, man, because you clearly you know what you're doing because it's working better for you.
But listen,
So
I want to. That's crazy though, because I was gonna bring that up To and I don't know if I'm wrong, but maybe you can tell me. It seems like the 80s when like New York and hip hop was big, it seemed like it started with like a lot of more DJ influenced tracks. Meaning the DJs doing a lot of scratching on the tracks and all of that. And then it seemed like once the West Coast took it over, it's like more, because when you listen to it's a lot of old school East Coast music. When you go back and listen to that don't got no hooks on it, it's just scratching or something playing in the middle of it.
Yeah, but even if it's something scratching, and the person that kind of like pioneered that was Primo.
Yeah.
Primo, a bad boy. Shout out to Primo.
Yeah, shout out Primo.
Yeah, I mean, but he would use the scratches like samples. So he's creating a hook with words using a turntable.
Right.
It's still a hook. I had none of that.
Right.
Because I didn't really know. You know what I mean? Nobody sat me down and said, listen, man, do this, do that, do that. You know what I mean? It wasn't until after we in the game and I'm running into people like Dre that's doing it way more effective than me. I had to listen to it like, yo, man, like damn, you right. You know what I mean? I can't get mad. Like, sometimes when I tell certain people stuff, man, they don't take constructive criticism well. Yeah. You know what I mean? Well, OG, he don't know what the fuck he talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people.
But music is music, and it does have a recipe, and it does have things that work as opposed to things that don't work.
Right.
And the best hooks are the most simplest, dumbed down hooks, because the theory is if your little kid running around can repeat the hook, it's a great hook.
Damn, now that you say that, that's probably why Soulja Boy's so successful. Because his shit is the most dumbed down music.
That's why everybody is so successful these days, because their music is dumbed down. And when you look at it, like I want to get back to that, but if you look at it, a lot of the new cats is like, they're not giving you 16s and then a hook and another 16. They giving you like 8, and then they giving you like six a bridge where it's like 6 joints that they gonna repeat in the next verse before they give you the like. And so they really just giving you like 8 bars a track now, and everything else is something catchy.
Anything you repeat several times that has a melody that's melodic has the same effect as a hook.
Okay.
And that's how they win.
When Dre was telling me about hooks, he was like, man, you gotta dumb them down. You know what I mean? Like Snoop can rhyme his ass off. But when you get with Dre like, yo, man, you gotta dumb it down so everybody can sing this shit in the audience. 1, 2, 3 into the funk.
Right.
Snoop,
Right.
Dr.
Right.
Dre.
So
you know what I mean?
Answer this.
That don't mean that's all he can do. They're maximizing
Listen, because
the
this
crowd response from the audience when they're
right.
doing
Listen, this is what I told Vito. So answer, and what do you think, The Chronic or Doggy Style?
Shit, damn. They both good ass albums.
Because Vito say Vito, not just Vito, a bunch of our viewers say The Chronic is Snoop, and I say Doggy Style is Dre because of the stuff you're saying. That I know Dre coached him on, like, no, write it like this, say it like so. To me, it go hand in hand.
I can't take away anything from either one of them because I'll give you an example. When they cut Deep Cover, Dre was gonna trash it. He didn't like the shit at all.
Right.
As it was, hit record. He didn't like that shit. He was like, I don't think we use it. I don't fuck with it. Snoop had to tell the nigga, no, nigga, you need to fuck with that.
Right.
That thing right there working. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? No, I listen to records, I mean, man, I'd be like, man, I see the mistakes. You know what I mean? I hear them audibly.
But this be my theory.
Nobody's perfect.
This be my theory, though, Chuck. You had Dre and Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Dre and Snoop. Then you had Dre and M. Then you had Dre and 50 and Kendrick and this person and that person where he still produced stars. And to me, I feel as though Snoop still give you a hit here and there, but most of his accolades come from that Dr. Dre album. Nothing is better than Dog. When after Dre took his hand off of Snoop, but all the music go down.
Albums get better than their first album. There's not many.
No, but what I'm saying is, that's why I give more of the credit to Dre, is because what I'm saying is, like when Jay-Z said the famous line, if you made a Hove, make another Hove. Well, right. Dre made Snoop, and then after Snoop, he made other. You see what I'm saying?
But you also look at, he's hand-picking some of the best talent. So the dude's is talented.
Remember what I said, though. A producer's job is to get the best out of everybody in the room.
Right.
So he gonna bring out that best in M.
Right.
He gonna bring out that best in Snoop. He gonna bring out that best in Kurupt.
But listen,
he gonna bring out that best in Dan.
Listen, let's rewind it a little bit.
But hold up. But you get somebody else that equally know what they doing, like Pharrell. When he did Beautiful, he gonna bring out that best in him too.
But listen, what I'm saying is
that joint. Well, I was like, yo, that's it right there.
Doggy style, from front to the end, is mostly like no misses. Every other album after Dre is like, this.
Well, like I said, cool. Once you've been doing shit for so long, it's hard for you to top your first.
Time out. Now let me go back and let's rewind into what Chuck just said. He said when Dre first told me about this Eminem, he a white boy. He said, "Man, Dre done what? What'd you say? He tripping." Right. So
that's what I was thinking, because
Dre is the master.
Hold on. Let me elaborate. I felt like he was tripping because my conception of how white boys spit was watered down, because, like I said, the probably the most skilled cats back then was, like he said, Beastie Boys and Third Base.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you had Vanilla Ice. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the people. So when he said white boy, I'm thinking that.
Right.
I'm not thinking
the bomb.
Yeah, I'm not thinking somebody come with that shit like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And let's not act like Dre ain't produced dudes like Exhibit too. So let's not.
Exhibit
was trash.
Listen,
man.
whether he was
trash.
Whoa. Time out. He go left. He go left.
Man, trash.
No,
the best thing Exhibit did was Pimp My Ride.
It wouldn't be no Pimp My Ride if it wasn't for his music, bro. Stop it.
Pardon
him, Chuck.
Did you like the Alcoholics?
Yeah.
He goes left.
He came from Alcoholics.
That's
Alcoholics.
He goes left sometimes.
I didn't say Alcoholics was trash. I said Exhibit was trash.
Exhibit was not trash.
Exhibit was trash.
Exhibit was not.
He lost his mind.
All right, what's Exhibit best song?
See, you know what? Like you go by the singles that you
Yeah,
hear. You got to dig into the album, because you got to understand when you go to a major record
I would
label,
never listen. No. Your single is what's gonna make me listen to your album.
Hold on. Listen.
So hold on. No, let's say that's bullshit. Let's say that's bullshit. How do you even know about Exhibit from his single? Because he from Cali. You don't know nothing about him. So his single will make you buy the album.
But you think the way you feel. I mean, you feel the way you're saying, because you're going by singles.
Yeah. Yes, that's all he ever go off of, Chuck.
When you give an album to a record company back then, cuz they got white cats that I'll put it to you like this. The same dude that was judging our music one time, he told me to make him run. He told me, you can use my car, threw me the keys. When I cut it on, that shit had John Denver on the fucking radio.
Right.
They don't live this shit. They don't be in the clubs. They don't be on the streets.
Right.
They don't know what niggas... They don't know what niggas is doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. So they gonna pick the shit they identify with as the single.
Right.
That's not gonna be what the hip hop community may identify with.
Going off of these
but y'all not understanding what I'm saying. Like, in order for you to even know who Exhibit is, you have to hear him on the radio or on the video.
Not true, because you can hear him on a feature.
Okay.
And be like, damn, I'm listening to Dre
That's
album.
true, but the first time I ever heard him wasn't on no feature. First time I heard him from whatever he put out.
You don't know that.
So what's the first thing you ever heard from Exhibit?
I can't
exactly.
recollect that right there.
Relax.
But what I'm saying, you're assuming.
So you bought an Exhibit album?
You're assuming.
I'm asking you. So that means no.
I've never
exactly. So what the fuck is you talking about?
I bought Exhibit album. I had the videotape when he was on tour, and he spit freestyles in the dressing room.
Exhibit is you tripping.
Exhibit is all right. He's like you said, memorable shit. What do you remember from Exhibit? Paparazzi. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. What else? Nothing.
I'm activated.
Me too.
Hold on. I'm gonna answer that one for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna make an exception when it comes to that because I'm probably the same way he is. Off the top of the dome, I can't think of stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you why. Back then, when these cats was coming out, you wasn't really checking for them. East Coast, you was just checking for East Coast cats. You know what I'm saying? New York. If you in Philly, maybe some Philly. You know what I mean? Like you wasn't. People was perceiving them as corny without even checking them out to see if they actually corny.
Hey, it depends, cause
a lot of them wasn't, cuz.
Yeah, MC Ren was my man. I fuck with Ren.
You talking? Man, a lot of them dudes were decent, but it went under the radar because niggas from the other side didn't give him a choice. They didn't give him a chance.
He biased because he even act like it was never a time where. He even act like it was never a time where the West Coast was dominating.
When did I ever say that?
Listen, Too Short came to Philly, right? Mm-hmm. He did the Spectrum with us. Boo. They booed the shit out of him. Okay. Now, this nigga, he got one say, yeah, but I got 3 houses, X amount of cars. What the fuck, y'all? Yeah. Like, he scraped the audience, and everybody's like this. But then motherfuckers start checking in. This nigga really got that shit. Mm-hmm. But we on tour with him when we went everywhere else in the world. They were singing this shit word for fucking word. Word for word. So we at most, a lot of the East Coast stuff was regional.
Right.
It's East Coast stuff and the East Coast just loving it. Cali wasn't banging our stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean everybody, and I hate this, but everybody but Philly took care of their own. When we went out to Cali, all you heard was Cali artists. When we went out to Atlanta, all you heard was ATL artists. When we went to Florida, all you heard is, bass music, type stuff like that. When you come to Philly, you damn near hear everybody but Philly.
Let me ask you this.
Philly.
Time out. Let me ask you this. $1 million question, Chuck Nice. Keep it a scene. Who was running the radio back then? Because it's still like that today. So who was running the radio back then? Because whoever was running the radio had to groom the people that's running the radio today. Like Cosmic Kev, and Cosmic Kev got groomed from somewhere. So who was running the radio when y'all had the radio?
See, but you gotta understand, like the people playing the records, they're not the program directors.
But Kev is.
Well, I mean, that's I don't even know what Kev plays as opposed to what he doesn't play. Because, pretty much all the records got so much filter, and I got my kids most of the time. I can't even throw it on like that. Even with the bleeps, you know what the hell they're saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
I'm just saying, it's like that today.
I'm not saying everybody was like that. Lady B showed us love. Mimi Brown showed us love.
But listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Time out. But you can tell that Lady B showed love. Why? Because Lady B still do her shows and everything. So what I'm saying is you could tell who showed love.
Yeah.
You could tell. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't say, nah, you lying if you said Lady B showed love. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying as a whole, like from Philly, it's like that now. Like Philly artists most of the times only get love on the mixtape show, and that's really it.
Philly for whatever reason don't support Philly, man. Their mentality to me is, if I could walk down the street and run into you, you ain't a star.
Right. So I want to ask you something, right? Because being as though I know I've had conversations with you, can you just let us know, like, back then when y'all was doing shows and y'all did shows in Philly, how was the vibe? Did y'all get the royal treatment? Was it all love? Or did it special treatment because y'all was hometown?
It was the Philly vibe, man. And to be honest with you, a lot of the promoters, man, because stuff wasn't where everywhere else we went, man, it was like, oh man, take them around back. You know what I mean? Get on the gang security, you know what I mean? Drinks on the house, whatever y'all want, you know what I mean? Put them in VIP, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Philly, we was throwing the Spectrum, cuz. We waiting for them to take us around back. They had us in line with the audience. Wow. We jewelry down, turntables, drum machines, equipment. We stand in line like, yo, these motherfucking guys. Niggas looking at us like, what the fuck? y'all niggas look like y'all. Y'all holding a little something.
Right.
That's a bad joke.
It got to the point, man. We started getting reluctant to do shows in Philly because they feel like we could treat you any kind of way, man. When you go somewhere else and people outside of your native land, we love Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just here.
And I'm not gonna say it's everybody. It's just an isolated few that did that, but that's dangerous.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even in that area. I mean, I know it's buck wild now, but it wasn't that tame back then either. You know what I mean?
And it's still like that, dog. It's still like that to this day. So it's like crab in the barrel mentality. But let me ask you this. Because you said if you was working with Mobb Deep, you would have told them X, Y, Z.
They made excellent records, but even excellent records could be better.
No.
And I'm not before anybody watches this and think I'm coming down on Mobb Deep. I bang Mobb Deep. I fucking love the group, especially Prodigy. Like I think that nigga was crazy with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Rest in peace to him.
R.I.P. Prodigy.
I just critique everything, including my own. Like, you know what I mean? Like I know this was a hot song, but if the lines was more memorable, it would have had even more of an impact.
Right.
Even though it had a great ass impact, it would have even greater impact.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. But
okay,
yeah, it's just my thought.
Just no, and you gotta keep it a C note because that's what we do here. But just to piggyback off that, if you could have worked with one artist back then, who would that artist have been?
From our era?
Yeah, from your era.
Then?
Any city, anywhere, just.
And then when you finish with that, if you could work with one now, who would it be?
Yes.
See, y'all make it hard.
Yeah.
I admire so many different artists.
I just keep it a C note. Give us one. It's all love.
See, back then, when I met Pac, he was at Digital Underground.
Right.
And him, Shock G, and the boy Money B, we all used to be in the hotel busting it up. Pac was just a dude kind of running around, laughing, joking. He was a clown. That nigga, a bus on you had a whole fucking room, cracking the fuck up, cuz. But when Pac came out, I would say Pac, man. I like Pac because he brought you so many dimensions of a rhyme. One minute that nigga gangster and hard as shit. Mm-hmm. The next minute, you know what I mean?
Dear mama.
He talking on some political shit.
Yeah.
Next thing he telling you how he feel about his mom and all the things she sacrificed. I mean, I like those dimensions. You know what I mean? When you just give me one dimension, it's
but
like,
see,
okay, you great at that dimension.
Right.
But see, not to cut you off or not to go left like the lefty. But
you know he
that's why I like Nas, I think. Though.
So basically, you knew
because
that's what you talking about. Because Nas one dimensional.
No, I like Nas because he go everywhere.
No, listen.
What I'm saying is Nas can go.
He do, but not like how Pac.
It wasn't for you,
No,
Chuck.
but
This is for
let me get him, Chuck.
I want to clarify that because
Nas do
sometimes
go everywhere, but it's not the same impact that Pac has when he goes everywhere. Nas still seems the same way. No matter where he goes.
Listen, I will say this. I see what you're saying, but I think it comes back to what Chuck was saying, right? When you break it down, they both go the same way, but because Nas is going the more bar heavy way and the more make you think of what I said way, and Pac is going the scenic route. That's why it make you think that, but Nas, it's the same shit, bro.
But I prefer somebody that makes you think, because I want to hear something that's
both of them.
That's why I fuck with Jay so heavy, because he say something that make you like,
Nas make you think like a motherfucker too.
Do,
Nas
right.
will hit you with some shit, that's some gems and some jewels, cuz I'm not taking nothing away from Nas. What I'm saying, pattern wise and his flow, they're similar on a lot of records with me. You can swap vocals and they'll go great.
Right.
They'll go great. You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
So
lyrically, the nigga's crazy.
Let me ask you a
the nigga
question.
crazy. You know what I mean? Spit delivery, top tier.
Yep.
Let me ask you. Let me ask both of y'all a question.
But if you listen to back-to-back songs from him, you start to feel
yes, he'll bore you.
No, I ain't gonna say he bore you, but
I
ain't never listened to a song on Nas that bore you, cuz you tripping.
You listen to a whole Nas. Listen, like even though like I feel like Drake is one of the best right now, Drake will bore the shit out you too.
Cuz that whole Illmatic, was
Come on.
Because when I heard that shit,
no.
That shit made me cut the
That's a
radio off.
Unicorn album.
But I'm out.
It was written and all that shit.
We cracked the code.
On that shit.
You and I cracked the code, right?
Uh-huh.
You know why he don't look at Illmatic like that, right?
Wow.
Oh, I just said Illmatic was a Unicorn album.
No, you know,
Stillmatic.
listen,
It was written. I fall asleep on that shit.
Listen, you know why he'll fall asleep on it?
Why?
Because none of those albums had radio songs, clubs. We already didn't hit the nail on the head.
It's clear
He's a club guy.
It's clear he don't dig into the whole album.
No, that's not true.
He just check out the singles. If they got a video and the single, he don't know a whole lot about the
If
inner
this
content.
single doesn't grab me enough to listen to an album, why would I buy it?
What Chuck just said though, you're saying the
You got
same
to,
exact.
you got to check it out, man. You can't just go by the single.
Listen, like I said, if the single's not good enough, I'm not gonna buy your album.
Yes, we cracked the code.
No, you didn't, because I got all the Locks albums.
No, it took a lot. Yes,
Everybody
You know why?
renaming his beast.
Because they shit grabbed.
Everybody renaming his beast and they on right.
Yeah,
They
I'm
are.
saying
They
is
are.
from a
But I'm talking about what I prefer. I got all Jay-Z shit.
yeah. Okay.
You know why? Because when I first heard it, that shit grabbed me instantly. Nas, that
It
first
didn't
album.
grab you instantly.
Yes, the fuck it did. It grabs me instantly.
Pause.
Grabbed me instantly.
Pause. Vito, we got footage on here.
Yeah.
This say 97 Naki put you from South Philly, put you
Put
on.
me on. Yes.
Jay-Z was out before 97, so
So, hold on.
it hit you. It hit
Let
you.
me rewind what I
when
just
you
said
heard
and
it.
play it back for you. Yes.
But not
when I heard
instantly.
it, instantly
But you
hit
was
me. Yes.
okay, but you were still late to it though.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen,
All right.
you also got to take in consideration the engine that you got behind you. That's more important than the music, man.
Yeah.
Some of these cats that you think are subpar, they didn't have somebody that knew how to push them and market and promote
Glad you
them
said that.
Yeah.
as well as some of these.
We had
other
this
people.
argument about the 3-6 in the Bone Thugs verses, and I
watch
said
that
the Bone
versus?
Thug had Eazy-E and all that shit, and all that pushing them 3-6 was independent coming out the joint. Well, at least I think they was independent.
Did you watch that versus Chuck? 3-6 Mafia?
I watched it till niggas start throwing
Acting
shit
the
at
fool.
each other. But man,
But
That
that
was
shit,
Busy Bone.
but that makes a difference though. Who you got behind you to push you makes a difference.
Yeah, but you still got
in no way,
music.
shape, or form
No, you don't.
involved in
This
any
nigga's trash
nigga.
out here.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So when I see
Nah.
that, cuz I was like, all right,
Nah.
come on, man.
So who would you have from today though, Chuck? If you could work with an artist today.
Cause I would love to work with Jay-Z. I would love to work with Rick Ross.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean Eminem.
Okay, Rick Ross. Stamp Rick Ross, because we got to come back and talk about Rick Ross. All right, so we got Jay-Z, Rick Ross. You said a couple names. Your top 3 beats that you ever produced.
That I ever produced?
Yeah, that you produced. I want to see where you want to go at, because I got a couple joints that I'm going to give you.
Definitely Greatest Man Alive.
Yes.
As much as people like dividends, honestly, I couldn't stand it.
That's one of my favorite ones. That smooth
couldn't.
flow. I
Really?
love that joint.
I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand it for a different reason because when I made it, it was edgy. When it got to the record company,
It was water.
because they was looking for that pop radio and they kind of forced my hand to like make the beat a little bit more subtle.
Well,
More,
listen.
you know what I mean? Instead of you know, it's like you know what I'm saying? But when I made this shit, it was like boom, 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 you know what I mean? It was hard. They was like, yeah, you know, this could be a radio record, soften the drums up. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like a fucking kid. Like, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, well, we won't put the shit out. All right, fine. Here you go. Turn the shit down. But it worked.
Yeah.
So clearly they knew what they were talking about.
Because I know a couple. I'll get to that.
I mean, you know, that's the shit that got us on our video, for real, because, you know, when they sent it around, man, the shit was number 1. It went number 1 before, you know what I mean?
Right.
In other places, before it even hit the places we was familiar with. Like, so it's like, you know, you can't argue with success, cause like, but it wasn't one of my favorites.
Okay.
I like the more street goody stuff because I come from Hunting Park, because that's what I grew up around.
Shout out Hunting Park.
Yeah, HP.
Shout out Hunting Park. If
Bottom
you see
Talent
my
and
shirt,
HP.
Risk Taker shirt. Shout out Lil Kai from Jerome Street, Hunting Park. You know. So
yeah.
what would your 3 be then? So no dividends is not one of them.
No. I like lyrics, even though I just said something about dumbing it down, and dividends was kind of like, you know what I mean, something.
But we come from lyrics. Philly comes from lyrics.
People don't check for it a lot, but I like the oh, you said track, or you talking about the overall song, period.
Track, song, whatever you want, whatever you produce.
I liked improving the grooving, because it was an up-paced beat and the way ES was riding that shit, cuz. And if you listen to it, a lot of people get so caught up in the beat and banging with the beat, they ain't checking out what my man is saying.
Right.
That nigga said, word diligent. Any piece of loose leaf, I'm feeling it. So I could be right to rock mics and be killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's saying some shit used to be they sneaking like 2 at a time, but now everybody and their mom on the rhyme. He's saying some shit in that joint. And when I hear it, it's like, damn. It was kind of, for me, it was like, damn, this nigga in the group with me, I see this nigga every day, but I'm actually a fan of this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's when you know somebody's sick.
And when he spit shit like that, that shit just made me go hard. If he go hard, I'm going hard.
Right.
If he talking about chick and love and money and I mean, then the track is going to support that. You know what I mean?
And for the record, he was the young boy of the crew, right?
15 going on 16.
He was 15?
Yeah. Hungry. ES was a hungry nigga from
Listen, the
Philly,
people he compared to was grown ass men. He was compared to the Canes. He was compared to the nigga was 15.
But he started saying it on songs though later on, where it was like, basically like niggas thought I was older than I was because the niggas that I hang around, basically.
Yeah. And he kind of looked.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was older.
I used to tease and call him Tom Selleck. That nigga had thick ass mustache at 15, cuz. And I ain't even grow a piece for until I was down there 40, cuz. And I used to be like, Shellick, come here, man, I got a beef with. And he be cracking up, yo, boy, you crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, he was a young boy, man. He even saying it right. People didn't know that ES was a young boy.
Yeah, definitely was talented at that age to be saying the shit he was saying.
Was a boy.
So like when people compare MCs and they might be like, oh, this person is that, this person is this. They not even knowing or taking into consideration, but y'all still pitting him against people while he was 15.
Yeah, but
this is what he was on at 15.
And
it was pretty much equivalent to what y'all was on as grown ass men.
Right. I'm gonna end all that. So what's your other 2 joints that you was
From my album?
Yeah. Or did you produce period? It don't gotta be your album.
Shit.
Cause you also produce Larry?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Larry, well.
I mean, it could be anything now.
See, that's why I was trying to tell him, like the stuff that's on Larry album, if you get into his album, he got edgy stuff on the album, but around that time, Teddy Riley was killing the game. And his label came to me and was like, yo, we like what you're doing, you know what I mean? Because it was just pretty much another variant of 3 Times Dope. So Larry had the little baby voice, the stuff he was saying, you know what I mean?
Right.
But they was like, we need something more commercial. You know, Teddy Riley killing it. Can you do like a New Jack Swing drum? That's how Larry came into play. And them type of drums with the cameo that boom, pop, ding, you know what I mean? That ain't really me. Like,
right.
I don't like doing stuff that's watered down like that. But you know, but at the end of the day, it's a job. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
so was it always like that though, where they was telling you to water it down, or did you see a time where
it just be the singles? It be the singles. Like they don't care what you do in the middle of the joint. You got to hope. Like a lot of times back then,
how many
DJs would flip the single over and play the B side. And run into some street shit just like, yo, this shit out. Why ain't talking about this one? You know what I mean?
So back there, how many singles was the label asking from you?
It depends. It depends on the sales.
How many did they ask y'all for?
3.
3 singles.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We had
for each album?
We had Greatest Man Alive, that was the first single. Funky Dividends was the second single. Original Styling was the third. And then after that, shit, it was another one after that. No words.
What about Straight Up? Because that's the most memorable song I remember from back in the day from y'all.
That wasn't what they picked as a single. To be honest with you, No Words wouldn't have been a single, because if you listen to the album that No Words come off of, it's a watered down version of No Words on there. You know what I mean? Where I'm using like a what's the more name? It's a melodic joint, melody. It's smoothed out. It's almost like another dividends. But we once again we talk about the chicks. It got kind of like the same format, but a little different.
Yeah, it's another song I heard like that.
But what happened was, we was in Texas, and they was like, we want you to do some other mixes of No Words. You know what I mean? Off the album for the single.
Right.
So the dude, I'm the producer, so they talking to me about what they want. They was like, yeah, make it good because we're not gonna get a chance to hear it. It was like, you know, it's going straight to the pressing and then straight to the stores. I was like, oh shit, they ain't gonna hear this shit. In fact, I'm gonna do what I want, what we want to do. I was like, yo, they said this shit going, you know what I mean? They ain't even gonna listen to this joint. So that's when the remix in the words. You know what I mean? That's why that one got that kind of feel and flow and that edgy. You know what I mean? Same rhyme,
Right.
different feel though.
Okay, so we got two. We need a third one.
Um,
And then you got any, Vito?
It's man, that was kind of like a nice album, man. I had my favorites for different reasons.
Shout out to my man Cheeks. Pause. I call him Yay. He reminds me of Yay, but Cheeks always say the second album is very underrated, and I must agree with Cheeks that I believe the second album is underrated. Me personally, dude. How do you feel about the second album? Because everybody talk about the first one.
The second album, well, see, times was different back then too. Like you couldn't come out edgy and then go off and do some smooth shit. You go too smooth, they look at you like you were selling out back then.
Right.
It ain't like now. Now, yeah, I mean, motherfucker could do an edgy track and then do something on some smooth shit, and it'd be like, oh, they're versatile. They ain't play that shit back in the day. Right. If you go too far to the left, just trying to be on some creative shit, cause it's like, oh, that don't sound nothing like this, or support don't. You know what I mean? I don't think they expected that from us. Then Weak at the Knees, they shouldn't have picked that as the first single.
Yeah.
But even that was motivated by certain things. You know what I mean? At the time, we had the same manager as Steve Arrington, and they was trying to get Steve Arrington, you know, familiar with a younger generation. So they was like, we make a Steve Arrington record.
Right.
A lot of them was already used, like Watching You shit that I would have preferred to use. The only other joint was the Weak at the Knees that I heard that I could really hear doing like some hip hop shit with. But then other people did it at the same time we did it. And DBA did that shit with Ice Cube. You know, I heard Ray Pepper's motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You got that boom, with the Atomic Dog joint. Jay-Z and them dropped the joint. You know what I mean? Him and Jermaine Dupri, Money in Your Thing, same track. You know what I mean? It's like, and they was already top tier, so it was like, and then our shit was kind of, because the label we had, making it smooth, to me, got lost in the shuffle. But Cali was loving that shit. Like, when we was over here, it's like, why y'all do that? But when we was over there, and it was like, yo, it's my shit.
Different viewers, listeners, and all that. Who you got, Vito? Let's hear your top three.
Well, I got actually the 5. He named.
All right, go ahead.
Straight Up was my most memorable one. I don't know why. Probably because of the hook Straight Up. But I like From the Giddy Up. I like Greatest Man Alive.
Yeah.
I like No Words. And my favorite one was Funky Dividends. It's just the smooth, laid back flow and the beat. Probably was the flow that also helped it.
Vito, you've been good the last 2 weeks, bro. You
good every
went
week.
A long
we was talking about MCs too, man. I don't know how I left out KRS-One, Rakim.
Rakim, yeah, you
but
did.
Him, Kane, you start talking about God MC type status now.
Yeah.
Like, in all them cats, like, I can't put neither one of them above. I mean, KRS on the battle rapper, crazy. Kane, you know what I mean? He's versatile, man, and the way that nigga puts shit together, his wordplay, sickening. You know what I mean?
Right. And then Rakim with a body.
Rakim, man.
I've seen something they say Rakim never cursed on his.
He never cursed on
I never noticed that till they said that.
Man, listen, if you listen to our album, we ain't cursing on our album.
Chuck Nice.
We did not curse on our
Right
album.
now. Keep it a C note. Big Daddy Kane. Rakim. KRS-One. Put them in order from 1 to 3. Who's the top dog out them 3, Chuck?
In my opinion.
Yes, your opinion is what matters right now, legend. Who's the top dog?
You said between Rakim, KRS, and
Big Daddy Kane. Kane got 3.
I'm gonna say Rakim.
Number 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Kane.
Chris.
Then I'm gonna say Chris. But
Chris 3.
yeah,
That's the same.
No.
Hold on, let me tell you why.
No.
Not
I'm not knocking your list.
Not that I'm saying Chris is the inferior MC, but just far as song.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
why
Song.
I put it in that order.
Yeah.
He makes a good song.
Yeah.
Chris makes a lyrical fucking tornado of a fucking
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he just kill a track.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I want to go and just get gritty on some real B-boy shit, it's KRS. I gotta go with the boom back.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if I'm just listening to song, actual song, music song, Kane. And then Rakim, man, he brought a whole new thing
So
to the
Rakim
game.
would be 1 to you.
Yeah.
He
Man, if you think about it, man, before Rakim started doing what he doing, Cass wasn't even doing smooth rap. Niggas was yelling at the mic, man.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was screaming.
Yeah.
Everybody was screaming. That nigga came out of left field with
Smooth thug.
that nigga came out of left field, cuz.
You know what's a smooth track that don't get enough respect? Houdini One Love. If you go back and listen to that shit, he be killing that shit. Go back and listen to that, Joe. He be killing that, Joe.
So let me ask you, Vito.
What's LL? I gotta see it go. LL.
Yeah.
Cool J.
Where do you put LL?
I see it so many, man. Like, niggas probably looking like this nigga don't know what he was saying.
There's
too many.
Because, like,
It's
a
so
lot of
many,
people
yo.
overlook LL.
Man.
Forget top 5. Is LL top 10?
Man, LL would bust a nigga ass.
Yes, pause.
Bust a nigga ass in a
pause.
battle, cuz.
He definitely top
When
10.
that nigga said, battle
he
anybody,
does.
I don't care who you tell. That nigga meant that
Shout
shit.
out LL.
That nigga was a beast.
Shout out LL.
You know what I mean?
Vito, what's your joints, though? You
As far as what?
Chuck Nice, 3 times dope.
I just said them. We done had one too many, man.
Yes, actually. You said all of them?
I said 5. I named 5.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, so my turn. I say dividends. And the reason why I say dividends is just because Puffy, Kissing You remix, duh. Greatest Man Alive. I also say From the Giddy Up. And a track that I think is underrated.
That was definitely one of my favorites, From the Giddy Up. And
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I don't know where.
So was Once More You to Do
Listen,
Stuff.
no. One of my favorites is what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you sampled this, but me personally, when they be like, did you hear this song? And I'd be like, oh yeah, that's Chuck Nice. That's a 3-time dope joint. And they be like, nah, well, it came from this person. If I know it from 3 times dope, then it's a Chuck Nice track. I ain't trying to hear it.
What about
I ain't trying to hear it as one of my joints because
that's not even the original. The original was crazier than that because we had the Tracy Chapman joint before Nice and Smooth had it.
okay. See,
Arista shut that down. But they shut it down after we went, to listening parties playing that shit in front of Nice and Smooth and niggas like that. And then when they seen the record,
ran with it.
The magazines, who would have thought of that? This, that, the third. They say, oh, those
Vito,
niggas ain't put that shit out.
If you don't know, I ain't
you listen
trying to
to
hear
it.
it. Just think, Beanie Siegel, 50 Cent, I Go Off. Remember that track? That's Chuck Nice in there.
But you know what's funny? That he said they had a Tracy Chapman situation.
If you listen to the bass line, you could tell. Only thing missing, we had to change the guitar.
I just seen something that they said Nicki tried to get a Tracy Chapman shit and they wouldn't clear that shit. So y'all.
That's what Arista told us, but then Nice and Smooth got it clear.
Right.
Like how the fuck you know what I mean?
But y'all got it clear too, right?
They wouldn't clear for us. That's why we had to change it. We had to. If you listen to it, it's not that bling 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 bling. We had to take that out. They said they couldn't clear it. You know what I mean? But
when I hear anybody off that joint, that's a 3 times dope joint. I gotta keep it a C-note with y'all. I'm not trying to hear that.
I'm about to say, you ain't trying to hear it on I Ain't Trying to Hear It.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that. Like, you know what I mean? Chuck Nice.
Yes, sir.
Take you out the equation. What's your top 3 producers? Start from 3.
Start from 3?
Yeah, start from 3 and make your way up to who's your top producer. Maybe, I would say, if I could ponder right now, I would lay my money on Dre.
Yeah, because you got a situation with Dre.
Being what? Number 1?
Yeah, I would have Dre as number 1 if I could bet some money. Tell me I ain't lose. Tell me.
I definitely, listen, if you go and where my studio at, right over top of my mixing board, it's a big ass picture of Dre with his arms up like this. Like he blessing my board.
Right.
I definitely fucks with Dre because I was impressed by, like, everybody records was kind of gritty and so was mine, and you know what I mean, and some of them sound kind of muffled and grimy. When I played his fucking record, it sounded like a fucking CD. And when I played his CD, it sounded like something from off of Mars.
Yeah.
That shit was so clear. I was like, how the fuck did he get this shit so clean and it's still dumping? I thought, like, if you make it too clean, then it ain't dumping. And if you make it dump too much, then it ain't clean. This nigga found a way to put that happy medium back then. And I was like, God damn. But fortunately, I got a chance to do some stuff with him. And he showed me some shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I know a couple of his trade secrets. But ever since then, I had stepped my game up on the mix. Like, you hear to some of the mix, you be like, damn, Chuck, this shit be so clear, so clean. It wasn't always like that, cuz. Right. Listen to the other records. You know what I mean? But Dre, Timbaland, Primo.
Dre, Timbaland, Primo. So Dre number 1.
Timbaland number 2. Primo. And normally I got Timbaland number 2 because of versatility. He can do everything.
Okay.
If it's a pop song, he make it where if you ain't even into pop, you like that shit.
Shout out to our co-host Tone, cause I disrespected Timbaland. If the legends say that Timbaland is a boy, I gotta stand corrected right now, cause I disrespected Timbaland. And I said like, nah, Timbaland ain't. But if the legend says it,
think about the different genres that he worked with.
Yeah, I know. Tone mentioned that, but I brushed that all off.
The boy crazy.
If you say it, legend, Tone. I apologize. So shout out to you. No, like, I respect your ear. Like,
I want to throw Kanye in there because in a genius way.
He in my list.
In a genius way.
He in my list.
I want to throw him in there, but the reason I got it the way I got it is because these cats was before him. Kanye kind of came after.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like second tier for me, getting into him. But the stuff he do, I like out of the box stuff. Some of the stuff he doing right now.
Nah.
I would have loved to did it back in the day, but they'd have been like, yo, man.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you too loud.
Like, he came out on stage and he rocked the drum machine before he started performing. I'm like, man, I did that shit like 88.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But everybody like, yo, you see what Kanye did it. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, but musically, man, the shit that nigga do. He don't think like everybody else. I love a nigga when he come out of the box.
Let me go before you, Vito.
Nah, you go last.
Nah, let me go before you, Vito. Because Kanye my number 3. Kanye my number 3. My number 2, and this is not based off of who's the greatest all time. This is based off my favorites. Because if it was off greatest, it would be Dre. But Dre is my number 2. My number 1, my favorite producer all time, Chuck Nice. You said him is Primo. Shout out DJ Premier.
And I always used to think that joker was from New York.
He's not from New York.
I just found out recently he wasn't from New York either.
Where he from?
I think that nigga from somewhere like Texas.
No, Premier gotta be from New York.
I found that out recently. I think it was on Drink Champs or something.
I'm not believing that.
Google it.
I think it was.
I'm telling you,
I think it was Drink Champs. I found that out on.
Premier not from New York.
Oh sure.
Oh my.
He moved out to New York and started working with New York rappers, but the nigga not from New York.
Yo, that right there just totally just. Who you got, dope, Vito? Yo, y'all killed that.
You know who else I think is tight too? They kind of faded and start doing other stuff, getting into other stuff. Man, 50 Cent first album was ridiculous.
Classic.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Classic.
Yeah. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Classic.
When I first seen the motherfucking video for In the Club and that nigga was doing the pull-ups by his feet and that joint was go. Yo, I was like, yo, who is this motherfucker, yo? But again, combined with Dre, man, that nigga, yo, 50 a bad motherfucker too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
shout out 50.
Yeah. Well, the 3 I picked them because I feel like they had their own sound. My number 3 is Jermaine Dupri.
Okay.
Because Jermaine Dupri do rap, R&B, he do all type, and you know that Usher Confessions, he wrote that shit.
Yeah, he right too.
Jermaine Dupri a bad dude.
Yeah,
I mean, I worked with Jermaine Dupri before.
My number 2 is Teddy, because I feel like that New Jack Swing, that was like a whole era of shit.
Right.
And he did a lot of shit.
Teddy bad boy too.
So and my number 1 is Dre. You can't go wrong with Dre. But I got to honorable mention too, Swiss, because Swiss do all genres. He do rock and roll and all that shit too.
Yeah, shout out Swiss. If I had to go honorable mention, get back to me. I don't know. Honorable mention.
It's killer.
Shout out to the 1800. I don't know who. Chuck, would you have an honorable mention if you had to add one more producer? Swiss, Pharrell, Pete Rock, anybody?
We just talking about hip hop because I know a bad motherfucker R&B. Babyface is a bad motherfucker.
Producer.
Babyface is a bad motherfucker.
I'm glad you said Babyface because we gotta come back to Babyface. I wanna.
Another producer. Damn, that's a. I think because he already said Jermaine. He already said Jermaine.
Yeah, we pretty much got that one.
Oh shit! What's the boy name? Boy that had the Jerry curl, man, being on the West Coast, man. He did a lot of stuff that he ain't get a whole lot of credit for too.
What's the boy? Terry and Jim.
No, not them. I'm talking about being on a. He did rap, kind of like gangster rap too. Not too sure.
DJ Quick.
Quick, a bad motherfucker on the production, cause if you listen to his records now, the production was on such a level over that side that it was like musically, like, this shit was crazy. And then he was in there doing a rant on one of the social media joints, just naming all the records he didn't get paid for. And that nigga said he did part of the beef for In the Club and all that shit too.
Mm. But he was
nigga
with
nice.
them.
Quick nice, cuz. Quick nice. You know what I mean? But it depends on what, you know what I mean, what you into. Like, to me, that's more melodic. Like, the more melodic more song type hip hop.
I'm glad you listen. Yeah, that's what he listened to singles. We already established that. I'm glad you said that though, right? I
already said Scarface. That nigga produced all his shit.
Let's talk about guys that rap. Cause Rick Ross rap. Mm-hmm. Benny the Butcher, a newer guy, but he rap. Conway, if you want to take any of them guys, they rap. Nas rap. Mm-hmm. So Rick Ross' new album just dropped.
Yeah.
Richer Than I Ever Been.
Mm-hmm.
To me, personally, dope album. From front to back.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Ross don't miss.
Yes, he didn't, and he doesn't. He hasn't missed in a while, but record sale wise, 30,000. 30,000 his first week. Benny the Butcher, another guy that says I don't think he misses for a rap guy. He definitely makes good music. First week he's selling 23 grand. Nas, he just won a Grammy for King's Disease 1. King's Disease 2 is already got enough buzz and this 56 grand. First week. So what I'm saying is, in hip hop right now, the guys that rap, just rap. They don't do nothing else but rap. They may say, oh, put this hook together or put this person, but they just rap. They don't harmonize. They don't do nothing that the new guys do. Is it over for those guys?
What guy?
They just rap. Rick Ross, Nas.
Not for me.
Benny the Butcher, like, as far as album sales.
Is a beast too, cuz.
Beast.
I can't believe I didn't even include him in the equation, man. Because whoever does, I don't know his structure, but they put the right lyrics on the right. Whoever picking his tracks out,
that's why.
Like another thing, like Nas. Like I love Nas. I think Nas is fucking lyrically, the nigga's crazy. But I think sometimes the beats they put him on, man, he's too much better than the beats.
Yeah.
It's like you like, oh man, why he put that on that? Like he killing the shit, and then the beats is like.
Is Colin a producer?
Some of them you could take or leave them. You know what I mean?
Is DJ Khaled considered a producer?
Let's ask Chuck. Is DJ Khaled a producer?
Because he put together some shit.
Puff Daddy? He's Puff. I got him as Puff.
I seen the video when he did. I don't know if it might have been pre-planned, but I seen the video when him put some shit together.
Putting what together? Not a beat.
A whole song.
What you mean putting the song together?
Beat,
like that's it.
Hook, all that shit.
That's pre-planned. I got it as pre-planned. What you think?
I ain't never been in the studio with him. So I can't say.
Well, I know he got relationships and put niggas together though.
But I know a large majority of the songs I heard on it pretty much track jacking. You know what I mean? Like you taking an old vintage R&B joint. And
so
you
puffed.
just putting a rhyme on it.
He puffed.
You know what I mean? And you putting elite rhymers on it. I mean, an artist on there. You put Rihanna on the track. Shit, if you put Rihanna on my shit, it's gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You put Rihanna on the nigga down the street.
Yeah, he the Puerto
Johnny Joe shit is gone. Long as it sound like a little song.
But how did he get to where he was at though?
Shout out DJ Khaled, aka the Puerto Rican Puff P Diddy.
Not Puerto Rican, man.
But
what is he?
Producer. When we was talking about producing,
Arabic.
When we was talking about producing, he know this'll work, that'll work. When he get them in there, he get the best out of everybody, and that's what make a great producer. So I gotta give him a great producer stamp.
I give him.
He don't have no shortcomings with it. You know what I mean? The nigga doing his thing, man. I don't hate on people. Like I can't hate on somebody. Clearly, you know what you're doing. It works. You know what I mean? And I'm a student of the game, so I'm constantly listening and trying to learn from niggas. You know what I mean? I think I'm good at what I do? Absolutely. I'm saying,
great.
You know what I mean? But anybody and everybody, I don't care what level you at, can always learn something from somebody else.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt.
Everybody. Me
personally, I think they don't want to hear that rap stuff. If you, what I learned from this is if you not even trying to sing or harmonize one note today, you're not gonna be relevant.
Cause I know a young nigga
how
told me
you explain J. Cole?
Jadakiss was trash.
Cause he sing.
J. Cole
he's
sing?
lyrical though.
No, he lyrical, but what I'm saying is,
Oh, you
what I learned off. Huh?
What he sang on?
He talking about like the different.
J. Cole sing on a lot of stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah, J. Cole. What I'm saying is, what this shows me is, Benny the Butcher, I've never heard a track him sing on. I've never heard Nas sing on a track. I've never heard Rick Ross sing on a track. So what
you're sadly mistaken because Nas definitely sings on a track.
What?
That Where I Wanna Be shit. He's singing along.
Okay, shout out to Vito. This is true.
How you feel about Lil Wayne?
The beast.
What about him?
He sing on shit too.
He sing on something. He made singing cool.
But why is there like a minus in your book as somebody singing?
It's not a minus in my book. But what I'm saying is,
he's saying this generation.
If you don't got that in your music, they don't want to hear that shit. Because even Meek Mill undersold. But he did more than his balls by like 2 times. Because Rick Ross sold like 30,000. Meek Mill sold like 90,000. But Meek sings in this song. So that shows me, Rick Ross, we don't want to hear that rap, just rap shit. If you not harmonizing or none of that on your song, we don't want to hear that shit.
But I hate to say this.
Say it. Keep it a C note, Chuck.
I hate to say this, but when you compare the two, even though they both be kind of like on the same thing, because Meek Mill is a hell of a lyricist.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he do good records. Rick Ross do good records too. I mean, both of them do excellent records. But as far as the horizon, Meek do a little bit. He ventured out a little bit more. He got more commercial friendly singles, as well as his street stuff.
Really?
What?
I feel like Meek's more
like
lyrical than Ross.
Like to
Ross
me,
Ross make better songs.
Meek is more lyrical.
But I feel like Ross make better songs.
But what I'm saying is Ross been making good songs since like 2009.
Ross songs is more, to me, is more gritty, and I like gritty. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like that. And the way that nigga spit, his delivery, his cadence, everything, fucking flawless. Meek Mills got delivery and all that too, but Meek Mills will venture out and put some shit that's on the radio that the girls will dig, not just the niggas. You know what I'm saying? The tracks he be doing stuff on, and you know what I mean? It's kind of like how Wale do. You
but to me, I feel as though that's how it just was with Ross, and then it totally switched over. What I'm saying is, Aston Martin music, I Think I'm Big Meech, Larry, like songs like that put Rick Ross over the top. I feel as though them songs don't work for him no more. Because he's not harmonizing on songs. Because look, this album right here, great album. Same formula as his other albums. And it didn't sell. It didn't receive. He didn't even sell more than Meek.
The amount of...
Is the album better than Meek album?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe
But I don't believe the album sales mean how... It doesn't show how
it doesn't mean, but it just... What I'm saying is as far as the way I look at it, because I also make music, the way I look at it is, damn, if these guys are doing the same thing that I do, just rapping, bars, Rick Ross, Benny the Butcher, Nas, and they're not giving you more than 57 grand in 1 week. NBA Youngboy by himself may give you 60, 70 grand. Meek Mill just gave you 90 grand by himself. Are the guys that just rap? Is it over? Like
you got to realize we're in the era of the younger people, so they want to hear the younger rappers. Just
right.
Like we want to hear Rick Ross.
But what I'm saying is,
Kiss.
So that means it's over for
No,
Ross.
It ain't, because you still got us out here who listen to Ross, listen to Kiss.
30,000. Listen.
Fuck them album sales.
Them album sales mean ain't nobody listening.
No, that don't mean that. I listen to that shit.
Yes,
you listen
we
to
a part of that 30,000 and been a part of it.
No, it's a lot of niggas. But think about the time you don't have to pay for that shit now. So the album still don't mean shit. You can listen to it for free all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hope that's what it is.
That's what
do you think, Shaq?
Different audiences, man. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So, right, if it's a different... To me, the new audience don't want to hear you rap. No,
they don't.
They don't. So that means it's over.
Rick Ross a beast.
Because you got us still.
Meek is a beast. Girls love Meek.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say some chicks don't like Ross because he's Ross. I mean, obviously he's a celebrity, they like him, but girls like Meek.
Right.
It's been times, man, girls be talking about me so much because I be like, God damn, like yo, he got the chicks. He got the chick. You say what you want.
Let me comment on what Vito said. Meek is under us, Vito. He's younger than us. What I'm saying is,
chicks drive the sales.
His style is
chicks drive the sales.
Yes, I know chicks drive the sales.
Chicks drive the sales.
But what I'm saying is, if Meek is under us, give us one guy that's like from the 90s era to come out, because Meek did 90 and that was bad. Give us somebody that's in the 90s eras that, like, don't know, the young boys don't want to hear Meek, so how is that before the guy? His boss did 30 grand, bro. Less than him. 90 was a bad number for Meek, is what I'm saying.
If Jay-Z drops some shit right now, it'd do good.
Yes, but Jay-Z is like, the way people look at Jay-Z, just on the strength on the Rock Nation picnic, they put him somewhere else.
Jay-Z is an out-of-the-box thinker. Jay-Z, even if it was a lackluster for whatever Jay-Z's next project is, he gonna think of an out-of-the-way box
to sell it.
To sell it and compensate for the lack thereof.
Right.
Last time that cat did something with the phone company, I mean, where you get the 444 joint on the phone. You know they gonna sell over 1 million phones, so he's automatically platinum.
Yep. But what I'm saying,
who the fuck thinks of some shit like that till he does it first?
But what you saying that
Kanye, same fucking way, man. 50 Cent, same motherfucking way, man.
Right now, today, Rick Ross did a lot of promo on this album, bro. It did 30,000.
You looking at it the wrong way. Fuck the album sales.
I'm not looking at it. What I'm looking at it is Rick Ross is one of the last guys that raps, that doesn't sing.
J. Cole do. What his numbers look like?
I said that doesn't sing.
Man, J. Cole raps. Sings. He's lyrically.
But J. Cole sings on songs. Meek sings on songs.
It ain't many dudes that if you
Rick
making
Ross
albums,
doesn't.
If you make multiple albums, it ain't many dudes that's not gonna do some type of harmonizing.
Rick Ross is not. What I'm saying is these guys I'm naming right now: Rick Ross, Benny the Butcher, Nas, King's Disease 1 and King's Disease 2. These guys are not harmonizing.
Subtract Nas.
And time out. You saying subtract Nas.
You saying they
ain't saying
Benny Butcher's still new to the game.
Time out. You saying subtract.
Who says he ain't gonna sing later?
Time out. You saying subtract Nas. Rick Ross first week sales, 30K. Benny the Butcher first week sales on one of his albums, well, look at the screen. The album is on the screen. 19 grand. Nas, first week sales, 56 grand. He's more than all these new guys. So don't listen to Vito when he's telling you
saying these shoes don't sing.
But listen.
That shit don't mean nothing.
None of them sing.
Listen, when I say thinking out of the box, though, Nas got different people from this generation that these kids gravitate to, included on his project.
But look at Vito when you talking that, though.
No,
look at Vito.
Listen, I know this because I see
this. You need to talk to Vito, Chuck.
I seen this. I know this.
You need to check.
Listen, back in the day when Jay-Z did Big Pimpin'.
Right.
When it first came out, niggas that was in the industry that we was around was like, yo, man, why he put them on the track with him?
I didn't know them.
Right.
Me personally.
But they were huge in
everywhere
the South.
Else, yes.
He was huge. They was huge in the South. So now you got the East Coast market, and you got their market.
Yeah,
exactly. Genius.
Out of the box thinking, man. Out of the box thinking works every fucking time. Cause whenever a motherfucker going right, if you go left, if everybody going right, you got 20 niggas doing the same shit. You got 20 niggas you could pick from. If you got one motherfucker doing one thing, That's the only thing you can get to get that sound. So it's gonna magnify the sales.
So basically, you saying going left is the right move.
No, he's not.
That's what he said.
I'm not saying
yes.
When I say left, I mean within reason.
No.
I don't mean alienate yourself from what's fucking going on.
You right though.
What?
He went left because let me tell you this, right? Let's just take 3 albums. Rick Ross album, Newer Sound, considered a flop. Meek Mill, even though it did 90,000 his first week, and even though he from Philly, shout out Meek, it considered a flop. Nas did 56,000 his first week on King's Disease 2, and it's considered a Grammy. You know why?
Why?
Because he didn't water that shit down. He didn't try to gravitate.
That don't mean shit.
He didn't.
You
Look at it.
You don't win awards through to your album sales.
It's not about winning awards through your album sales. It's
Grammy.
about being respected. What I'm saying is,
Come on, man.
these new kids is gonna respect you more.
So Nas ain't win an album due to these new kids because these new kids listen to that shit.
Listen, the new kid.
No, but they listen to the people on the album with him.
Yes, and
You know what I'm saying?
the new kids is gonna respect what you trying to do as. Listen,
that's not the reason why you talking about
listen
him
to what
winning
I'm
a
going to tell
Grammy.
you. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. The reason why he run the Grammy is because these new people out here is going to respect you more if you staying in your fucking lane, doing what you doing and saying your
Is
word.
that not what Benny Butcher is doing? Staying in his lane?
You didn't let me finish though. Staying in your lane and you sticking to your message.
Nas is a fucking businessman. Nas thinks out of the box. Like I can't stress thinking out of the box enough. Nas did what he typically does to gain his audience, and he does it at an excellent high level. He did that, and he added these new cats that the younger generation is into. So now you got your consistent fan base and theirs.
Yeah, he took
Checking for your album.
He took a page out of somebody's book.
That shit was smart, man.
He took a page out of the OG book.
The shit was smart, man.
Before we wrap it up, a lot of debates. Chuck Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 male R&B artists. Who you got? Who's number 1? Who's
Soloist.
number 5? Soloist.
Soloist. Any era?
Any era.
I mean, I can go back to some old
Any era.
You can go back to
anywhere.
1800.
Yeah. Pass me the 1800 as you say that.
Marvin.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Number 1?
Marvin.
Number 1.
Marvin.
Shout out Marvin.
Okay.
Shout out Marvin.
Unfortunately, my man on lockdown, but R. Kelly was a beast.
Okay. That's number 2. So
I put Marvin over that because again, more dimensions. R. Kelly is dimensional too, but he was using his dimension on other people projects. Like he did something for Mike, or he do something for this person.
Right.
Then he does another thing. But his typical thing, basically I want to fuck your daughter type shit. You know what I mean? But shit, Joe was a beast.
Joe.
People sleep on Joe, man. Joe was a bad motherfucker. You listen to his albums.
Okay, shout out Joe.
Tank was nice.
Tank.
Man, it's too many, man. Like.
So you're not putting the Princes and none of them in it.
Well, I was going to say them first and second, Michael, then Prince, but some people consider them pop, and for whatever reason they look at it like it's another genre, but it just simply means popular music.
That's what I was trying to explain to this young fella right here.
Yeah.
He don't listen up too well though.
Yeah. No. Time out. This guy say when he explained popular music to me.
All of this is popular. It's just a way to get the white people involved.
When he explained it to me, go look at last week's episode. Because when he explained it to me, last week's episode, he rebutted and said, SWV, Destiny's Child. That's where it started.
Excuse me, the definition of pop music wasn't on last episode. I told you pop music.
Time out.
No, you time the fuck out.
Time out.
I told you pop music is nothing but a way to get the white people involved. It's
yes,
just
on the Destiny's Child out.
Excuse me.
On the listen, time out, people. If you go look at the greatest R&B groups of all time episode, he gave me this definition of what pop music is. Yes.
So what's your definition of pop music?
Listen, and he told me that when he had Destiny's Child at number 1. If you go back and look at last week's episode, he said, I'm sorry, Brown. I'm sorry. Escape, SWV. They are over Destiny's Child. I'm just saying.
I said they make better music. But
yes, that's.
Excuse me. We've given you a definition of pop music. Pop music.
We know what pop music.
No, obviously
is. Popular music. You said it.
Excuse me, but you're not listening.
People try to put a sound to popular music.
R&B music,
really no typical sound of popular. It just means the masses gravitate to it. That's all popular music.
That's why I explaining this bull, man.
I know, Chuck. You wasn't.
Obviously, you don't listen.
Shout out to the legend.
Obviously, you don't know. That's what I told you before, and you disagreed with that.
What
I told you, if Destiny's Child sings R&B music, if it's upbeat, a motherfucker will say it's pop, and it only because pop because they sold a certain amount of music and the masses gravitated to it. That's what makes it popular.
Not the
masses.
You gravitated towards it.
Everybody gravitated. That's why it's the masses.
Then when did you come back? Forget the masses.
You just disregard and
we're not talking about the masses. The masses is not here.
He's passionate about what he said.
The masses is not here, people. Me and Vito are here, right? Chuck is here too, but he wasn't here last week. He wasn't here for this episode. So what I'm saying is,
what are you saying?
What did you say?
I said you asked me a question.
The masses said Destiny's Child has bigger hits.
You asked me a question, asked me a question. Let me answer
the picture.
Oh no!
Can I draw the picture?
You asked me a question. Let me answer.
Okay.
I originally said that Destiny's Child was the number 1 group, but then going back listening to some of the Escape,
that's all we talking
and the SWV, I felt like their music was better.
Look at them.
Hold on, relax. Don't cut me off. Fuck that.
Look at the people. Don't
relax.
Look at me.
See, you cut me off.
No, look at the people though.
Listen, fuck all that. I said Escape, and when I went back relax.
But look at them though.
All right, I'm gonna look at the people since you want to keep talking. Escape and SWV, I feel like they had more hits, but Destiny's Child had the bigger hits.
Right.
But that has nothing to do with what I said about what popular music was.
Right.
I don't know.
It all goes back to the same thing. Because I told you, Destiny's Child had the bigger hits.
But you said Destiny's Child was pop.
Yes, Destiny's Child.
What makes them pop?
Pop because it was popular music.
Why was it
crossed over?
Okay, and that's what I said. I said,
to me,
and then I told you it's no different.
Yes,
right.
And it's no different. They still R&B group. Their music is just popular
crossover
because their music didn't gravitate to the masses.
Yes, but this is.
But they still make the same type of music. They still make the same type of music. Go back and look at the episode.
Then
you be contradicting yourself too much, man.
So where we going? This is top 5. Top 5. Where we going?
That conversation, cause like SWV and them, they made good music. So they Escape and people like that, man. And Destiny Child, they made good music. Matter of fact, Cater to You was written by EST.
Yes, but everybody gonna mention Cater to You though.
But when you talking about music market from that era, it was always the females that was more appealing.
Right.
That did more.
I agree.
Right.
Niggas, the rule was niggas gotta want you and chicks gotta want to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Destiny and them was talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. They talking about how these chicks be on. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna pay my motherfucking bills. You know what I'm saying? Then I cater to you. It wasn't other way to fuck around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. You got back then Escape. I mean, the chick was chubby. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to her, I mean, because she don't look like that in the world. But I'm just saying, back then people was more superficial. Mm-hmm. They weren't just looking at the talent. Like,
but let me ask you this though, Chuck.
Like,
if we talking,
it's hard not to want to watch a Beyonce, a Kelly Rowland,
let me ask you
or
that.
Michelle for that.
Not from a looking at it point. When we talking about R&B music,
right?
And you just want to listen to R&B music, does even Destiny? Besides, if you take the last album, Destiny Fulfilled Out, does Destiny's Child even fit in the R&B criteria?
Why wouldn't they? They're R&B.
They was R&B, man. I mean, shoot, Destiny Child, for the most part, a lot of the vocals Beyonce was doing outside of the singing, she basically rapping on the joint.
Right, but what I'm saying is most of that stuff is like, it's not traditional R&B.
Why
is what
not?
I'm saying.
I heard
because
I heard
not,
people say when she did the joint with Megan Thee Stallion, "Damn, ain't no Beyonce can rap." Man, listen to her first album.
It's
with
not
with
about
Destiny Child. She be spitting.
To me, it's not about her rapping or nothing. It's about what you said, Vito, when you came and apologized last week. What you said is, if I put 5 Destiny's Child songs on, as a man, I'm not listening to Destiny's Child to dance or none of that because I'm not in the club. I'm gonna listen to Destiny's Child to get in a certain mood. Like I'm gonna listen to SWV to get in a certain mood, Escape to get in a certain mood. Destiny's Child don't put you in that mood.
It don't put you in that mood.
It don't put nobody in that mood.
You can't speak for everybody else.
Their music is dance music, bro.
How many Destiny Child albums you have? 0. So you can't say that. You just told me I listen to singles.
How many ballads have you gotten from Destiny
told
Child?
Me I listen to singles. You can't say that.
Yes, you listen to
How many
singles.
Destiny Child albums you got? You can't make that statement if you ain't got their albums, man.
What I'm saying is, even let's keep it a C-note. Even with that, Mariah Carey, she just brushed off a verses with. When they asked her a question about a verses with Beyonce, she brushed that shit off because it's like, come on,
she said,
man.
I'll be disrespecting myself.
Right. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, you got to be fucking... Yes.
That's to me...
Don't get me wrong. Mariah got hits.
Bullshit.
But Mariah ain't got more shit
Mariah
than...
don't want nothing.
Mariah got a bunch of number 1 hits. She ain't got album hits like Beyonce.
But the way Mariah is looking at it...
She might sing better.
She just arrogant.
Time out. The way Mariah is looking at it is the way I'm looking at it as a hood person. Time out.
So Mariah ain't...
Time out.
For the definition, is Mariah pop?
She went pop. Yeah,
okay, so
she's
what
pop.
are you talking about?
But what I'm saying is, if I play Mariah and Beyonce, if we go back to back, Mariah got more fucking ballads than fucking...
So basically you're saying an up-tempo song is not R&B, it's pop. That's what you're saying?
To me, that shit knock you down.
All right, let me ask you a question.
What the fuck?
It does.
But see, you comparing you comparing apples and oranges, but you think you comparing apples and apples because it's both R&B.
Okay, school me, Elijah.
All right.
Please school this young man.
You talking about different generations. Motherfuckers don't even make love songs no more.
Right.
I was watching a comedian the other night, cuz, and he was like, yeah, I mean, he was talking about After 7, and he starts singing to the crowd, you know, I give you sun, moon, stars, and mountains, I give you the world. Said that's how niggas was coming. He said, nowadays these R&B cats like, I give you this dick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's what they on. Like, when Escape and SWV and them, ballads and love shit was in. When the last time you went anywhere and seen motherfucking slow dance? Except for old head party.
Time out. Let me take
Except for old head party.
Let me take my glasses off. I take it a step further. What I'm going to tell you is if we talking new cats, I'm going to take... Make a drum roll. I'm going to take Trey Songz over Chris Brown.
Me too.
Because Trey Songz makes more R&B music where
you keep saying that.
This is what I'm looking at.
Yes.
I take Trey over Chris too because one of Trey's albums is
shit.
I guess I'm the
Listen.
Chris got more shit than
Chris
Trey.
Breezy.
Chris got more shit than Trey.
Shout out Chris Breezy. Chris got more shit, but Trey Songz one album with Panty Dropper and all that. Is Chris Brown don't got a complete album to compete with that just one album. If we say we can go, if I'm gonna put up 50 grand right now and say we gonna go one album for one, Chris Brown don't got one album to compete.
I agree with that.
I'm saying it for Chuck Nice.
But the crowd response is gonna be based on familiarity.
Yes, it would be, but
and who's more familiar with the
but if we're going one album, that Ready, whatever that album was called, what Neighbors called, everybody is gonna know that album over any one.
You're making
Brown
one mistake. The mistake you're making is saying ballads. Just because it's a slower tempo song does not mean it's more R&B than
it's
an up-tempo
R&B
song.
to me.
To you.
Today I can't give you an R&B singer.
Again, that's generational. Think about all the R&B cats that's out right now.
They sing
who? Anybody.
Take R&B.
Who's doing a lot of ballads?
Who is R&B?
Who is doing a lot of ballads?
Drake.
He's dumb. He go out Drake.
Shout out Drizzy Drake.
Go on, man.
And what's in is the up-tempo shit.
Drake doing his thing, man.
Who is doing R&B music though?
All the R&B dudes.
Give
everybody who sing
even
that don't rap.
Chris Brown don't do R&B no more.
Chris Brown, if you look Chris Brown, he not considered, but he considered R&B.
Yes, he don't do R&B no more, my nigga.
Why?
Nobody.
What is R&B?
Song is
what is
the
R&B?
last R&B guy.
What is R&B?
Chris
when you
do a lot of shit for the club, but
so
he knows
singing up-tempo music ain't R&B?
A lot of ballads anymore.
So up-tempo music is not R&B, is what you're saying.
What I'm saying
you answer my question.
Yeah, look, I'm going to answer your question with this.
That's a yes or no.
Yes or no, you could take it off of this. When it switched over to people can lay a hook and they sing in a hook and that's considered their verse, that's when the game switched over. So what I'm saying is if you taking rap, no. If you taking now, yes.
So are you going to answer my question? Because you still, with all that long-winded shit you just said, didn't answer my question. Is up-tempo music not R&B to you?
And what did I just say?
A bunch of bullshit.
I said, if you're actually singing, yes. If you're not.
So what do you say? So Chris Brown's not singing just because it's up-tempo? He's still saying he's not a rapper? He's a singer.
No.
It's still R&B.
It's still R&B.
He catering to the dance floor,
No.
Yeah,
Chris Brown is pop now, bro.
Why? Because it's up-tempo? Because it's faster?
Because it's not R&B.
So that song that Trey Songz got with Fabulous.
It's just popular.
That's R&B.
We just already established that.
Yeah.
That's R&B.
That's up-tempo. So what's the difference? It's not a ballad.
R&B.
That's not a ballad.
Trey Songz is singing on it.
Chris Brown sings on every song he's on.
Chris Brown is singing, rapping on every song.
Come on,
it's
man.
a difference.
If that's the case, everybody's singing and rapping because they all rhyme.
Yes, that's why it's R&B.
But they've been doing that forever.
To me. That's why it's R&B to me.
It's not new, though. Everybody's rapping, singing.
Get out, girl. Come here. You want to come in? Look at Jasira. She just busted in and drawn. Come here, girl.
Yo, I keep telling you to knock.
Come here, girl. Look at Jasira. She just busted into the show like
I think both of them great at what they do, man. But I think Chris Brown is catering to the younger generation. The cats you naming, they was out in the era where love songs was acceptable. Nowadays, love songs is considered simping or
right.
Yeah, but that's not R&B to me though.
Why? Because it's fast.
They not singing.
Why are they not singing? What are they doing?
They're not.
What are they doing?
They're slow harmonizing rapping.
So what's the difference? If that's the case, everybody doing
Beyonce is singing.
Beyonce sings on some songs. On some songs she don't sing on.
What is she doing? It's
like a Drake flow. Whatever you consider Drake and Lil Wayne from 06 to now.
So do you consider Luther a singer?
Who, Luther Vandross?
Yeah. Is he R&B?
He's a singer.
He got plenty up-tempo songs.
He's a singer.
Why? What's the difference?
Because he hit notes.
This boy's crazy.
He hit notes.
They all fucking hit notes.
All of them hit those.
Mariah got up-tempo shit. She hit notes.
Yes. But what I'm saying is they have. What I'm saying is if you mention Mariah,
a broader range.
What I'm saying is if you mention Mariah, if you mention R, or they up here, what I'm saying is 1 to 10 on R&B tracks. If we're just going R&B, they're like out of 10 tracks, 8 tracks is R&B tracks. So they're R&B artists to me. Beyonce out of 10 tracks, 2 of them is R&B tracks. Everything else is fast track, pop.
Exactly what I said. You feel like an up-tempo song is not R&B.
The tempo don't
The
make
speed
a
of
difference.
exactly. That's all.
It doesn't, but that shit ain't the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same. A ballad. What I'm saying is the tempo doesn't make the trap of the tempo doesn't make the track R&B or not, right? Mm-hmm. But it does play a part in if it's a ballad or not, right?
No, I give you the greatest example. Look at Adele.
A ballad. I'll probably give a vocalist that's a good vocalist more room to create those notes you're talking about. You know what I mean? When something is sped up, you got less time to do it in.
Like, look at Adele. Adele is a pop artist, but she sings a lot of ballads. Like, one of her biggest songs is a ballad, but if you look her up, it'll say a pop artist.
Yes, but you still lose. What I'm saying
you don't
is,
even know what you're saying right now.
If you take 10 tracks from Adele, out of those 10 tracks, 8 tracks she's singing on where it's ballad, slow flow.
So why is she considered a pop artist then?
Because it's popular music.
So what are you saying? You contradicting yourself right now then.
What I'm saying is, if you take rap artists, Flow Rider, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody gonna mention him as a top hip hop artist, but if you go sales, he sold a lot, right?
Yeah.
But we gonna bypass that because nobody pays attention to that bullshit. So what I'm saying is,
we disrespectful shit.
No disrespect. We just keeping it scenic.
God
no
damn.
Nah, that's all.
He just got a different audience, man. You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying is, it's
not
a hip hop.
You talking true hip hop here?
Yes, it's not a true hip hop audience. Like it's not a true R&B audience.
Why is it not
like
a
a
true
KRS-One?
Because they white? Because most of the Flow Rider audience is white?
No, because what I'm saying is because of most Beyonce and them Destiny Child's music, you can't put up to none of the other groups because they're not in the same lane of making that music.
Yes, they are.
They're not.
Beyonce shit just more popular.
We're not talking about Beyonce. What I'm saying is that we're talking Beyonce. Yes, he's crazy. He's a lefty. Don't worry about him. He's a lefty. No, don't worry about him. He's a lefty. You ain't got to check her.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm going to check her.
Yeah, please continue to check.
What I'm saying is like, you all the way lost me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you sell or all that. It just matters of your audience. When they gravitate towards you, like when I gravitate towards certain music, I don't gravitate towards it because everybody else likes it or because it sold this amount of music. I gravitate towards it because, damn, he was hot on that joint, he was different, or he did this, that, and the third. And these people that you be naming, Vito, especially you.
Go ahead, continue.
They don't go there.
Beyonce don't go there?
No, she can't.
She
pause.
can't what?
She can't touch me that way.
We
already debated that.
Can't touch you what way though? What are you talking about?
As far as if I'm going pop music, yes, I'm gonna take Beyonce. If I'm going R&B music, I'm not gonna take Beyonce over.
She sings
almost
R&B
nobody.
music. It's just
I'm not
popular.
gonna. What I'm saying is, right now, if you ask me, Beyonce or Mariah, I'm gonna take Mariah.
Why?
If you
Why?
Because Mariah makes more of the music that I listen to. If you ask me, Beyonce or Mary J, I'm gonna take Mary J. Even though Mary J probably can't sing better than Beyonce live, but she makes music that I resonate to.
Okay, I can respect that.
That makes sense.
But who make better songs is my thing.
Mary J.
No, she don't.
Mariah.
No, they don't.
You don't think Mary J
Come
make good
on,
songs?
man.
No, I didn't say that. She don't got more better songs than Beyonce.
Stop. Knock
Most of
it
Mary
off,
J
bro.
hits are remakes.
Bro, stop.
Don't get that fucked up.
Stop.
Most of
bro.
Mary J hits are remakes.
Bro, stop. Beyonce, you
Stop
bought that
Stop
Beyonce
it.
ticket. Beyonce been sold to us.
No, you can't be sold us if you not doing it still.
Bro,
She's still doing
Beyonce
it.
is. She's.
I think they're two different type of artists, man.
They are.
Mary J from the gate was more
So
gritty.
who you?
She more gritty.
What
Like,
I'm
you know
saying
what I mean?
is Mary
411.
J.
What's the
Everybody.
411,
Who
son?
you want
You know
to
what
put
I'm
with
saying?
Beyonce? Because
Nobody. Ain't nobody on
Right,
her
because
level.
everybody.
Nobody's on her level.
Time out, because everybody else makes music that, like Chuck is saying, gravitates towards the hood people. Beyonce don't,
You gotta
bro.
open your
Stop.
eyes. Fuck what you
Stop,
talking
bro.
about with the hood
Even
shit.
That
when you-
Beyonce song
bro.
in the hood, chicks
What
go
the
crazy.
fuck
They
is
hit the
this?
floor.
It's not
talking
about,
about?
no, what I'm saying is.
Doing
what
that
I-
little flicking with the wrist, put the
Yes,
ring on it, all that
because
shit.
it
yo.
becomes popular. What I'm saying is, no, what I'm saying is,
Cause
it
the whole
becomes,
beehive, man.
It's from the hood.
yes,
They
the
everywhere.
Beehive. The Beehive doesn't have nothing to do with music. The Beehive is based
It
off.
has everything to do with music.
No,
we
it's
know,
based off
we know
popularity.
Beyonce through music.
It's based off
We know
popularity.
Beyonce through
bro.
music, so it has everything to do
Bro,
with music.
it's based off popularity.
How did she get popular? Through music.
Bro,
We only
it's
know her.
based off.
We only know her because of music.
Time out, right? You already came on the show and said, listen, I stand corrected. Destiny's Child don't make good music.
No, I didn't say that.
You
I
did.
said,
What did you say?
excuse me. I said Escape and SWV made better music as a group.
Okay, that's what I was
Excuse
just
me,
about
but
to
no,
say.
you just said I said Beyonce didn't make you music. I didn't say that. I just said as a group,
Right.
Destiny's Child music wasn't
How
better
did we
than theirs.
listen to Beyonce?
What do you mean? How did we listen to her?
Through Destiny's Child.
Beyonce been on her own longer than she been Destiny's Child.
Bro, if you didn't listen to if Destiny's Child was never sold to us, we never listened to
How
Beyonce.
the fuck was they sold to us?
Bro, they was sold to
How?
us because you had Destiny's Child like
But
a lot.
excuse me. You
Time
said they were
out.
sold.
Let
How
me
was
finish.
no? You're not
You-
finished. I'm not letting you finish.
You
How was they
had
sold to us?
Destiny's Child as #1 R&B
Yes.
group ever, like
Yes.
a bunch of other people, because of the strength of Beyonce's solo career.
Okay.
Not on the strength of Destiny's Child's music or their accolades or none of that.
So
bro.
how was she sold to us? How was they sold to us?
They were sold to
How?
us.
You didn't
there's-
answer that question. Do you know where they came from?
Yes, they came from Houston.
No, I ain't talking about where they lived at. I'm talking about musically, where they came from. You know how they got on? You know they came through Wyclef, right? So how was they sold us? We never knew about them before they got on. Like as a basketball player in high school, we had to hype through college and all that be sold
Bro.
to us, like you say.
How many albums did they have? Destiny's Child.
I don't
had?
know.
All right, then they were sold to us.
So how many did they have? You don't know.
About 3 or 4.
You
They
don't
were
know.
sold to us.
How? You can't make that statement without no answer. How was they sold?
Bro,
to us?
I just told you how
No,
they
you
was-
did not.
What I'm saying is, everybody puts Destiny's Child
How was
up.
they? That's not answering my question.
Time out.
Man.
They were sold to us because they came in at a time where R&B groups, female R&B groups, was disintegrating. Music was changing over to more pop, steady, no ballads. No ballads, right? Let me time out. Before I even finish what I'm going to say, because I'm going to end with no ballads, but before I even finish it, right? Before Destiny's Child's career was over, before Dangerously in Love and Cater to You, which was their last album and their second to last album, give me some ballad songs that Destiny's Child gave you. They didn't give you no ballad songs.
How many?
They didn't give you.
Do you got a Destiny Child album?
Yes, I had multiple.
You are fucking
multiple, bro. We already.
Which ones you got?
You and I already went.
What Destiny Child album?
We don't gotta go through that.
I'm asking you. You said you made that statement. What Destiny Child albums you got?
Yeah, Vito acting crazy.
Huh?
I know.
Which ones? All right,
I got the last. I got. To me, if you want to know which ones I have, I have Destiny's Fulfilled. That's the only one that was good.
Okay.
That's the only one.
So how would you know that if you don't have the other ones?
I had. You said which ones do I have? Had and have. Bro.
Okay.
Do you want to know a lesson on that?
Let me get a lesson. Okay. Let me teach me on this then. So you had all the other albums?
At one point in time.
Name one song off of any of the other albums that wasn't a single.
Bootylicious.
That wasn't a single.
You can't name them because
you can't name them because
you know why?
You just said you had the albums, my man.
You know why?
So you a single boy? That's what you telling me?
Time out. No, because it go back to what I say. If you play every Destiny's Child album, they didn't have no ballads until the last album.
I know for a fact you didn't have no Destiny Child album. Your friend.
Go listen. Listen, people.
Y'all might have to agree to disagree.
No. What we're gonna do is listen.
We gonna agree to disagree, man.
Chuck Nice.
We gotta come back to
Vito, Brown, everybody out there. What we're gonna do is right. Open the door, Vito. What we're gonna do? The boss lady is trying to leave, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask everybody that question. We're gonna ask everybody that question. If you take SWV, you take Escape, and you take Destiny's Child, and what we talking, ballads?
No, you're talking ballads.
What are you talking?
I'm talking about R&B. You
can't be talking R&B because if we go R&B, they only got 2 songs.
Ballad does not make it R&B, man. Relax. What are you talking about?
Can we get our top 5 R&B males out the way? So we can get out of here, please.
Okay, so are they
Vito,
R&B if they don't sing ballads?
Huh?
That's another story.
What? What'd you say?
I said, are they not R&B if they sing only ballads? If they don't sing ballads, they're not
R&B.
R&B.
If they sing ballads, they're R&B. If they don't sing ballads, they're not R&B.
All right. Anyway, I got Marv at number 5.
Damn.
Marv is who?
Gaye.
All right, but you gotta say it for everybody. Hey, we got young,
for the young
people.
fella, yeah. Marvin Gaye. My number 4 is R. Kelly. My number 3, a lot of people sleep on this brother, People Bryson.
Who?
People Bryson. Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, People was bad.
My number 2 is Luther. And my number 1 is Prince. For the same reason why you said about Scarface. Because Prince played every instrument and he's a hell of a writer.
Okay.
Like he wrote a lot of songs that people don't even know he wrote. That other people performed.
Who you got, Chuck?
Chuck did.
He did? Yeah. I'm activated.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Very.
My number 5. My number 5. By default. Right? And I just say because of the gaps, the 90s, late 2000s, I got Usher. My number 4, Prince. This is my favorites. Prince wasn't one of my favorites, but he did a lot of stuff that gotta put him up there. Number 3, I got Marvin Gaye. Number 2, I debated this shit because he's a great writer. And I know he got a lot of stuff going on and all that, but my number 2 was R. Kelly.
Absolutely.
My number 1 was Mike.
Oh my God!
But that's what I said.
Hold on.
But
Stop.
I had Mike and Prince.
Excuse me. Yeah, the Mike and Prince are like interchangeable. They're the same. But how many ballads Mike got? Most of Mike's shit is up tempo shit.
Mike got ballads.
No, yeah,
right.
Most of his hits are up tempo.
Let him go.
Now you tripping.
No.
Now I see what you're talking about with the lips.
Hold on. Give me his ballads. Give me his ballads. What? Hold, not you. Give me his ballads.
My shit.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Why?
Okay. That's 1. Mike got over.
That's all you just.
Mike got over 100 fucking tracks.
Come on,
you named
man.
1.
Knock it
Come
off,
on, man. Stop it.
Stop it.
Mike, the majority of his hits.
I told you.
Okay, now Chuck, it's on you. Give me the ballads, Chuck.
Because he had.
Give me the
Where
ballads.
you want me to start from when the nigga was 9?
Give me the ballads.
Got to be there?
No, not Jackson 5. Not Jackson 5. Mike by himself.
That's Michael Jackson.
Mike by himself.
Mike by himself.
Yeah,
come on.
You said Mike. You didn't say Jackson 5.
Human Nature.
Human Nature is my shit.
What's the other shit?
Yeah, the majority of his shits is fucking up tempo shit.
No,
man. You
that's
tripping.
not true.
Y'all tripping.
That's not true. He
Go ahead.
had a
Let's
mix.
go.
That's
Let's
it.
go.
What's the lady in my life? What's that, John?
What's the John? You are not alone.
Yeah,
That was the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold up.
I
Get
need
him,
one
Chuck.
Butterflies, a newer one. I like that.
Butterflies was hot. You know what I'm saying? She's out of my life.
Yeah.
You know what
Go
I'm saying?
ahead. Chuck,
Okay.
he don't
Hold
know
on.
what's
Okay.
going on.
Now, what about his whole
That
Thriller
was-
album?
Huh?
What about the whole Thriller album? Majority up-tempo shit.
Come
And that's
It
his
was a
biggest shit.
but it was a mixture.
No, I'm not saying he don't have ballads. If that's what y'all thinking, I'm saying the majority of his hits was up-tempo shit.
You know what his deal is? He's a single dude.
No, he's a lefty.
He going by the singles.
No, I'm
because
not.
I think it's majority up tempo
I know
because
a fact.
they-
I said
Yeah.
the majority of his hits are up-tempo songs.
Guys,
Beat
no.
It, Thriller,
You
on,
naming
man.
singles. Listen what you naming.
they are his hits. I said the majority of his. Y'all not listening.
Everything on his albums was his hits, cuz.
The majority of his
Crazy with
hits
it.
was up-tempo songs.
Action. We
Yo,
gonna
you
stop.
just more familiar with
Vito.
him.
No,
Vito.
I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Vito.
man.
By nature, the
We
man was a
gotta
dancer,
relax.
so that's what they was putting out on.
Exactly. That's what his
Vito,
hits
we
was. That's what
gotta
I'm saying.
relax.
Y'all not
But the
listening.
nigga the nigga do some dance shit on some slow shit. Hey, pretty baby.
That's up-tempo. That's not a ballad.
No, it's a ballad.
That's
Then
not
it
a
went
ballad.
up tempo.
That's not a ballad.
Come on.
Oh
That's
my
not-
God, cuz do I
That's
gotta
not a
pull it up?
ballad. I know exactly. That's one of my favorite songs from him. That's not a ballad.
What is?
That's up-tempo.
Because he had two versions. One was slow and one was fast.
The
That's
one-
why when he do the concert, he do the slow version first, where he behind the dee-dee, dee-dee. The shit was slow first, then he go into click, 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 click,
Schooling, Chuck. This young kid.
He had
man,
version
he don't
both.
know
Nigga,
this. Now you
prove
see
me
what I
wrong.
go
Y'all
through.
niggas don't know what the fuck y'all talking
Now
about.
you see what I
Y'all
go
niggas
through,
don't know
Chuck.
what the fuck.
Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I'm gonna
This
pull it up
guy
for y'all.
is
I'm
lost.
gonna pull it up for y'all.
He is lost,
Listen,
Chuck.
hold on.
He is lost.
I'm gonna type in Michael Jackson hits. I guarantee you all that shit
type
is up
in
there.
whatever you want to type.
You
in.
gonna get
This
just as
guy
many slow as fast, cuz.
lost. Yo.
Wow.
This,
Yeah, he got me with that one.
Yeah, I told you.
I was semi-riding with you for
I told you.
Y'all not
He's
listening.
a lefty. He crazy, man. Listen.
Billie Jean, up tempo.
Come on.
Beat It, up tempo. Smooth
it.
Criminal,
Beat It.
up tempo.
You on a compilation
Yeah,
now where they
yeah.
showing the singles.
Yeah.
Nigga, I said.
Go to
Excuse
the
me.
Off the Wall album.
Excuse me, what did I say?
Go
I
to-
said
Go to Off the
Go to Off the
Wall.
Wall.
I said the majority of his hits are up tempo, and that's what I typed in.
You-
Michael Jackson
Majority of
hits.
his singles.
I said his hits. Would y'all not
Yeah,
listening?
hey,
Y'all's not
hey,
listening, obviously.
You not
listen,
listening.
Mike wasn't one of them artists you just went by singles, man. People got into his whole album.
Maybe
and
I'm
loved
gonna
his
say
whole
it
album.
one more time for y'all since
You
y'all
not
not
He
listening.
performed the songs that wasn't
Michael
singles, and they
Jackson
get the same kind of.
hits were up tempo.
You not listening. You're a
The
radio
way you
boy.
make me feel.
No, you're a radio boy.
Up
That's how
tempo.
you make me feel.
Yeah,
Like you are a
Black
radio.
or white,
Chuck
up
Knight.
tempo.
I'm
Singles.
glad.
Remember
we're
the time.
here
Up
to-
tempo. Listen, y'all.
Yes,
hold on.
yes, Chuck. I'm glad.
Let me slow y'all
you
down
were
again.
here.
I'm gonna say it one more time.
Yes.
I said the majority of Mike hits were
Come on.
up tempo. I ain't say nothing about what he got on the album. I said his hits that he's known for are up tempo. Rock With You is up tempo. Most Bad is up tempo.
All right, here go another.
Dirty
ballad.
Diana, up tempo.
Here go
Come on,
another.
man.
Here go another ballad. That's why I told you pull up Off the Wall. Looking in my mirror, that joint.
That's my shit.
Took me by surprise.
one of my
That's
favorites.
another slow jam.
That's only two compared. I just
That's
named
not
like
only
10.
two.
How many
I
ballads y'all
named you
named?
4 a
Chuck,
second ago.
this kid
I just
is
named
love.
like 10
Your
up tempo.
name,
Yes,
you're going on a
it's for
compilation where they
radio
showing
song.
you all these singles.
Yes.
Excuse me, no.
Go to an individual album. Anyone you want
Yes,
to pick.
go to an album.
relax,
No, go to an album.
relax.
See, y'all go to an
Hold on,
Go
hold on.
to an album.
What did I say? What was my statement? His hits. What does that? What did I look up? Michael Jackson hits.
Because
What
they're
does
going
that
by
say?
his singles.
We going by the hits.
Yo,
That's what I said.
so you gonna tell me the other songs I'm naming ain't hits?
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I
what
looked up
are
the
you
list.
saying that.
So what are you saying?
I looked up Michael Jackson. I typed in Michael Jackson hits.
What are you saying?
That
about
majority
the
of his hits are up tempo.
Is Human Nature on that list?
He's Google friendly.
He's going by singles. He's going by singles.
What are you talking? I'm going by some. Oh, these not.
That's why you can't find Human Nature, and that was a hit.
Yeah, that was a hit. I agree.
Yeah.
Human Nature was a single though.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Make sense of this shit.
Yeah.
Human Nature was a single. Human Nature was a single, fellas.
Remember a video from Human Nature?
People, Vito acting crazy.
You know why you don't remember?
Human Nature was a single. How did
it was not a single?
So
it's just that his album cuts is just as popular as his singles.
So what makes it single? When he gets on the radio, right?
What makes it a single is when they released that shit on the fucking 12-inch and got the video to go with it. So
Human Nature wasn't all on the fucking radio and all that?
It was on the... Yes, because like I said, even his album... people would consider album fillers was hits.
Yeah, Schooling.
All of them.
Like I said.
School is younger.
All right, y'all still have yet to name more ballads and more up-tempo hits.
I'm trying to get you to go to...
Okay.
I'm trying to get you... Go to any album. Go to Off the Wall album.
Okay, but like I said...
Go to Off the Wall album. Let's go to...
I'm going to Off the Wall album.
Let's go to Off the Wall.
I'm going to Off the Wall album. But I said name them. Y'all can't name shit. Y'all telling me to go look it up.
Yeah, but listen,
I'm naming Jones and you disregard them anyway.
No, I didn't. I said I gave you two. Don't stop till you get enough. That's up tempo.
Right.
Rock with you. Up tempo.
Okay.
What's the ballads on this album?
Go ahead. Keep reading, nigga. Don't stop.
Go ahead. No, I'm gonna let you read.
Don't stop, Puffy.
What's the ballads?
Okay.
Yeah, get the glasses, baby.
Trying to show my age.
Get the spectacles. She's out of my life.
She's out of my life. It's slow. I can't help it. It's slow.
Okay.
It's the falling in love. It's
that
slow.
Ain't no hit. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. That ain't no hit, Chuck. Come on,
serious?
Chuck. I'm rocking with you with two. I'm rocking
a hit.
Chuck,
fuck no.
Welcome to my world.
I'm rocking with you with two.
Wow.
Welcome to my world.
Hold on, but listen. If I get it, that's three. Okay,
that's one album.
I'm getting that.
How many albums this nigga got?
Hold on. Don't stop till you get enough. Rock with you. Off the Wall. Get on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Girlfriend.
That's multiple
a single.
albums.
She's out. That's a slow song. She's out of my life.
Girlfriend ain't no single.
Girlfriend. It's a hit. I didn't say it was a single.
You just said it was a single.
I meant to say that was a hit, but it's slow.
Burn the Disco. That was a slow jam.
That was up tempo.
Come on, man. He got more up tempo shit than he got slow shit.
Go to another album. Go to Thriller.
We already know that's all fucking up tempo shit.
Oh no. It's not all up to me. I don't know what you just
y'all tripping, man.
You just listen to singles.
No, I listen to good music.
He's a single guy.
He listens to singles.
Shout out.
Hold on, what's wrong with singles? Why
ain't nothing wrong with singles, but you trying to say the other songs weren't hits.
No, I did not. I said the majority of his hits was up tempo. Y'all not listening.
Go ahead.
His numbers is
Wanna be starting something. Right. Up tempo.
Baby Be Mine, not up tempo.
Thriller.
The Girl Is Mine. He skipped
those. No, because I'm just going to up tempo. All right. The Girl Is Mine. Thriller. Beat It. Billie Jean.
Human Nature.
Human Nature Slow.
PYT up tempo.
Okay.
The Lady in My Life ballad.
Did he only announce something that you? I felt like it was more.
Come on, man.
Like I said, more up tempo than fucking ballads. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all fucking with the wrong nigga, man.
All right.
Action.
But when it comes to Mike, y'all fuck with the wrong nigga. I know what I'm talking about with that Mike shit.
Cause listen,
like I said, y'all still have yet to name one album that he got more ballads than he got up tempo shit.
I told you that the singles is going to be up tempo. They're going to go for the up tempo.
We're not talking
because he's a dancer. He's a dancer. He's an entertainer.
That's the same thing with Beyonce.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
That's you and his argument. That ain't me and your argument.
Go fast.
But do you notice me and his argument about Beyonce is the same about me and you and Mike? It's the same thing. The majority of their hits is up tempo shit. That don't mean that they're not R&B singers.
Yes.
That's my argument.
It don't mean that nobody is better that you're saying. It just mean that you went left on every
you're
situation.
slighting Beyonce for making fast music, but you're not slighting Mike for making fast music. That's the point I'm making.
Nah.
And Mike stepped on stage and sang any of those slow songs.
No, listen,
y'all scream, fall out.
Y'all hearing it wrong.
They hits.
Y'all hearing it wrong. We not saying they're not hits. I'm saying that he's saying Beyonce is not R&B because she's singing the fast shit. Mike singing a lot of fast shit.
I'm not saying that.
No.
But I'm not saying that. But since we're talking about R&B stuff, name how many genres R&B that Beyonce has that's just slow ballad.
That's what I'm. All right, so name is how many Mike got. That's the fucking R&B.
I wasn't saying that.
What did you saying?
I just wasn't putting Beyonce up there.
Okay, that's all. Say that then.
See, but I think a large
I did
part
say
of that, like I can't rally off a whole lot of Beyonce stuff when it comes to that either, because most of her music is woman empowerment type music. Mm-hmm. Dudes ain't gonna gravitate to a whole lot of that. You gonna know the singles like my man single dude. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, you ain't gonna know a whole lot of that inner works of the joint.
But I don't like to dwell off of what ifs.
We talking about what's stamped in history.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you
them songs you naming on mic though, you can listen to them from start to finish.
Yes.
Slow, fast, everything on there.
That's not
hits.
Y'all
You saying that's not hits.
Y'all keep saying
and if you go off what
shit.
if, and if you go off of what if, which I don't like to go off of.
Where did we get
If Aaliyah never died, we wouldn't listen to Beyonce.
That's bullshit. What are you talking about?
Stop.
What are you talking about?
Stop it. Stop the bullshit.
You can if and fifth all you want. That don't make them. But you once again,
we don't
Chuck,
go off.
y'all
Again,
listening to the wrong thing, Chuck.
If.
I never
But
said none of that shit wasn't hits.
If we was going off of ifs,
most of it.
If we was going off of ifs, and we was late
I give
90s,
you most of the singles was up tempo hits, but
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But
Most of the singles, which were hits, right?
That's because
all the singles was hits.
To maximize Mike, you gonna put him on the dance floor.
Yeah,
it's gonna be some kind. Even his slow joints, cause his choreography to the shits be crazy. But of course, he gonna maximize with a up tempo, so they gonna gravitate to those singles, cause the boy dances ass off. That's what he's known for.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got a question for both of y'all, since we've been on this Beyonce joint for a minute. I be seeing people go back and forth on the social media, and they be comparing Beyonce to Michael Jackson. She's a female Michael Jackson. Do you agree with that?
No.
She's a female Michael Jackson? Yes.
No.
They do the same thing.
No.
Yes.
You think she's
great
the equivalent?
entertainer?
No.
You think she's the equivalent to a Michael Jackson?
What do you mean? As far as what? Like
Beyonce
record
been
status?
Time out.
Yes.
Can I keep it?
Why
Can I
not?
keep it a C-note with y'all?
How not? What's the difference? You tell me the difference, and I'll say if you
I
right.
tell you the difference.
I don't even think it's a fair comparison. Beyonce is a great entertainer. She can sing. This, that, and the third. Okay. But Beyonce started her career when she was going in her 20s. This joker been making joints since he was fucking 6.
So
you can't compare a career like that and say that they in the same caliber.
Why are they not in the same caliber? I'm confused because
because
Michael started at 6. And she came on at whatever age she came on at. Because I did see her on fucking whatever she was on.
Do you know any misses from Beyonce?
Who?
That the songs that just didn't do.
Yeah.
Do you know any from Mike?
I don't know. Because I didn't listen to all his fucking album, every single song on his album. But you can't tell me every song on every album is a fucking hit.
No, not every song.
Okay, then he got misses too then.
He got misses too, but it ain't. He's more consistent, more consecutive.
Okay.
And if you start somebody at 6 or 9 years old, cuz,
okay,
all the way to 50,
okay, then
consecutively
think
consistent.
about it. He started out in a group. She started out in a group.
Yes, but
he started out in a group when he was 6, cuz she was damn near grown.
Who cares? What the fuck? How is that different?
How is it different?
Because he was young.
Because she
catalog.
He
just got a longer catalog.
He got a longer catalog because he's been doing it longer.
Yeah, but how do we talking about?
If Beyonce would have started at the same age, you don't know if she'd have remained that consistent to what she's doing right now.
But we don't know that because it didn't happen.
Exactly. Right. So you can't put them in the same class.
Why not? Right. You're telling me. Hold on. You're strictly telling me you can't put them in the same class because Mike started earlier. You're telling me you can't put him in the same class. Hold on. You're telling me you can't put him in the same class strictly because Mike started earlier? That's your only debate?
No, because he's consistent and all his songs was hits.
Not all his songs was hits. We just established that. You just said he got misses.
Listen.
Come on, man.
All his singles.
Chuck.
Hold on.
Let's go on your doing all his singles because you only consider the singles.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
He is single boy.
No, I don't.
No, he is single boy.
All his singles was hits.
Yeah.
All Beyonce singles was hits?
No. That's it.
That shit she did when she did the Maze joint over again?
The Maze?
Yeah, you think that was it?
Me personally, no, but
that's it.
But as far as hits, it's a fucking hit.
It's no but.
Me personally, I don't believe it's a hit.
Don't do that.
Excuse me. What are we basing it on? Just your personal opinion? Because I don't believe it's a hit.
But
if we're going off of being popular music. That's
It's
a fucking
no
hit.
but.
She's popular. You think even people that was into her didn't like her on that song?
No, that's bullshit.
Oh.
I even seen Frankie.
Welcome to
I
my
even seen
world.
Frankie
Chuck
Beverly
Nice.
say she did it better than anybody who ever did it.
Vito.
Whoever did it. Thank you.
Somebody else did that
Yeah.
shit. Why would he say that?
The left.
Why would he say that?
Why would he say that if nobody else ever did that?
Why do you think he would say that?
He gained
It's a song. What do you mean?
So
he ain't
why?
gaining nothing? He
So
wrote
why
the
would he
song.
say nobody? She did it better
If
than
he
anybody.
supported and it works,
Obviously,
he
somebody else.
don't got nothing to do with that.
Obviously, somebody else had to do it in order for him to say she done it better than anybody else done it.
Name the person.
I don't know.
There's a
Action.
reason for that.
So why would he say that? That don't make no sense.
I'm
Cloud
telling you.
chasing.
Oh my God.
So
No,
how can he say
yeah.
she made it better than anybody else who made it if nobody
Name
else
somebody
fucking
else.
made it? I don't know who
So
else
you
made it.
You got your phone right there.
That don't mean nobody else didn't make
Did
it.
anybody else ever cover the main song?
Yeah.
That's
That boy
it.
was tripping, man.
And then and why Vito looking at her?
What I'm saying, getting back to the top, what I'm saying is you can't compare them. They two caliber. People try to compare them because right now, stage performance, she killing the game.
Yes.
For the sisters.
What he did.
For the sisters, she killing the game. So they try to compare it to Mike because Mike's a dancer. But when you talk about overall everything else,
What,
Yeah.
Like what?
Yes, tell
everything
him,
from
Chuck.
performance to,
Yeah.
to song, catalog, everything. He got too much on
Excuse
her.
me. Hold on. You said performance?
He a lefty.
He
Chuck.
not a better. He don't perform better than her. Have
No.
y'all ever seen a Beyonce concert? Y'all niggas is crazy.
Who don't perform?
Y'all niggas is stuck in y'all era,
No,
man.
no,
Y'all niggas
you
stuck in
so
y'all
sure.
era.
You said
Hold on,
Beyonce
who
performed
don't
better than Michael
perform?
Jackson?
Yes.
Are you out your
Absolutely.
goddamn
Y'all
mind?
niggas is
don't?
stuck in y'all
Hold on.
era, man. Y'all niggas
You know why you feel that
y'all
way?
niggas need to
Matter.
stop,
You know why
man.
you feel that
I'm
way? Because
lost.
she's shaking her ass.
No, they
Yeah.
got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It got to do with
She's a hell of a...
captivating my fucking.
Yes,
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
shaking
And what's
her
the
ass.
captivating? The fact that she's the opposite
Yes.
side.
Yes.
No, come on,
What are
man.
you talking about? You're saying Mike, so obviously that has nothing to do with it because you.
No, it has nothing to do with it when it comes to
No,
me, not your
that's
ass.
No,
you.
it don't have nothing to do with it. I'm saying if a man can say Mike, it ain't got nothing to do with the woman. It ain't got nothing to do with. She's a better
What they
performer.
got to do
How
with
she a better
you?
performer?
All Mike ever did was the fucking moonwalk. What
on,
did the performing?
Come
Performance
on,
wise,
crazy.
what did he do?
Yo,
Look at the audience response to the performance.
listen.
How many people you see fall out, got to be carried out from Beyonce?
Yo,
How
we
many?
got-
Hold on. Answer the
How
question.
many
Don't
men? How many?
Time
You
out.
see men at Beyonce concerts falling the fuck out too.
No.
So what are you talking about? Y'all don't know because y'all
You
ain't up
see
on
women
that shit.
falling out?
Yes,
Or singing along with the shit?
both.
Bullshit. You
What are
lying.
you talking about?
You lying to
Yo.
yourself.
No, y'all ain't up on it. That's why.
Come
It's
on,
obvious
man.
y'all not up on that shit.
Come on.
You gonna make me take you to? I got concert
Yeah.
joints on Blu-ray and DVD.
So you got the latest Beyonce concert. I don't believe you do. Did you see the joint when she performed with the whole everybody in the yellow hoodies?
Cuz.
I don't think y'all got that.
Cuz.
I don't think y'all seen that.
Vito.
Y'all tripping, man.
Vito.
Y'all
Welcome to my
tripping.
world.
You are
Chuck.
not going to show me an audience response from her that even come close to the audience response to Mike.
No, excuse
damn
me.
near everybody from grown ass men to little kids crying, passing out, falling, not because of the heat.
I ain't talking
Because-
about how that shit affects them.
That
niggas.
nigga
I'm talking
invited the
about
chick
me.
up. That nigga invited the chick up
So
on the
Beyonce
stage. As soon as he
fucking
gave her a hug,
you?
it was like this.
Huh?
Beyonce affected you more?
Beyonce is a better performer than Mike to me. Yes.
We gotta wrap this show up.
Yeah.
Listen,
We're gonna wrap the show up on
This
Count
show-
Insanity.
this show is Vito is my guy, my cousin. If you want to say cousin, brother, we gonna wrap this show up because he done got totally
Y'all
goofy.
crazy. I ain't the only motherfucker who said that.
I am your boy, Brown, Chuck Nice. We definitely appreciate you for coming through. I apologize, Chuck Nice, for any of the stress that my cousin Vito put you through. Cause he is
Best performer of
crazy.
all time. Who you see up there?
Who?
Who else up there? They got Madonna at them. Come on, man. Beyonce,
Oh,
come on, man. Stop.
Action!
Oh, you
look,
know-
look,
yo.
get each other.
You know that's some white shit, but
Exactly.
but
And
listen,
who loved white people? Who loved white?
but who ain't on the list?
That's exactly. So you this bullshit. They got
No.
They got
no,
Madonna
no,
up
no,
there.
no,
Come on, man.
Because to white people, she do put on a performance. Elvis Presley, for white people, he put on a performance. You know what I'm saying? But you do not see They got 20 more. I bet you she somewhere down the list.
That's not in order though.
Because
The Beatles got more hits than all them dudes. So how the fuck they ain't number one?
We not talking about hits. We talking about performance. Them niggas be like,
yeah.
we love you,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no performance to them.
Okay, so
We talking about performance.
So why?
That's
Hold on.
performance.
So why are the
of all
Beatles on
time.
that list?
Because I mean,
Because
they still. Again, you
said they ain't
know
performing.
the white stuff is little body.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why Mike is up there because the white is.
No. Oh, now he said Mike up there because the white.
No. Mike gets his just due because he's the man.
Vito.
Mike is number
you get us
one.
canceled.
Number one. You don't. Hold on.
I know.
Let's see if she even come up. There she go. She way down here, cuz.
Vito a new school guy, man. He don't know no.
Exactly what I said. Y'all stuck in y'all era.
You see who
man.
start
Pardon.
You see the captions who would start from Michael Jackson to Beyonce. Here's our list of greatest performers of all time. Starting with Mike.
Sorry.
You can't compare them jokers.
Say sorry for Vito. Yeah, sorry for Vito. Vito get a little crazy, people. We going to end this show on a disclaimer. Please. The Keep It a C-Note podcast.
Now, if you want to say Beyonce is the best female performer, hands down. I give it to you. Hands down. And I'm going to tell you somebody that if she stayed in the game would have been on that level too was Sierra. Sierra was a bad motherfucker on stage.
Yeah, I get that to you.
She was a bad... Sierra break it down and go all the way down, bend down, have her back touching the joint, and she do all that gyrating.
Yeah.
I agree. But she ain't fucking with no Beyonce. They ain't even close.
What about Alicia Keys?
She don't
Alicia Keys don't
perform.
got no performance. I mean, she got performance for her playing piano. and shit like that. I'm talking about
I'm
performance.
talking about performing, captivating the audience.
on the stage,
But
performance.
time out. Is playing the piano the same thing as dancing?
No.
Because B don't do nothing but dance. We're not gonna give her no extra credit.
So she don't sing good?
Alicia don't sing good?
Yes, but
all
Alicia
right.
don't dance.
So what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna tell you the difference how
Alicia
you
play
could tell.
keyboard and Beyonce dance.
I got one for you. I'm gonna tell you the difference how you could tell Mike was the superior performer. Mike can go out there by himself on the stage and kill it. Beyonce need 10 girls in the background. Name one time she was out there by herself killing it. Cause she need choreographed dancers with her. Don't get me wrong, she be killing the game, but with it by herself is not gonna have the same reaction. What makes it look hot is when they do that shit in sync.
That's true. I agree with that.
Mike by himself. That nigga did when he did the Billie Jean joint.
What'd he do?
Cut by himself.
What'd he do?
Nobody else up there with him.
What'd he do?
Negative. Knock it up.
What'd he do? I'm asking the question. What did he do?
Killed it.
What? Show
Killed
me.
it.
I need to see this footage.
Oh my God, cuz.
Look at the screen. The footage is right there on the screen since Vito need to say it. He need to see it. Vito, look at the screen, people.
He asked the question, were they comparable? Yes,
Just
they
look
are.
at the screen.
They comparable. Yes,
They're
they
not
are.
comparable,
They do the same thing.
They're not comparable, cuz.
As always, people.
You see, if she go out there and do a dance segment by herself, she's not getting the same reaction.
You tripping,
She
man.
not getting the same
You
reaction.
can watch it on Google,
not
on YouTube
getting
all
this-
day long, man.
Cause she not, and when you watch, pull up with her by herself doing on dance routine, and the crowd going crazy.
Crowd will go crazy if she walk out and don't dance at all.
Yeah, but that wears off once the impact of seeing, oh, it's Beyonce. Then it calms down.
Man.
Then it calms down. Then it goes to performance.
Have any of y'all ever been to a Michael Jackson show? You probably have.
No,
I haven't either.
I've never been.
Okay, so we have never been to a Michael Jackson or Beyonce show, so we can only go by what we see on TV.
Listen, what you see on TV is their performances.
Time out. With me is
I'm saying I'm not saying. Listen, you don't get me wrong. Beyonce is a hell of a performer.
Y'all stuck in your
But
era.
I'm saying it's not the caliber of a Michael Jackson.
And
because
what
he has. Mike, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, Beyonce come out, the crowd gonna scream and go crazy. Mike come out, the crowd gonna go bananas.
and they gonna faint.
And if the nigga even do this, it's over. People falling out. All that nigga got to do is turn his head.
And my thing
Little
is
shit like that make the crowd go crazy. Let Beyonce go like this. They ain't going crazy over there. They want to see. They want to see. They want to see all that gyrating because she's sexy as shit.
Whatever that.
They want to see all that gyrating because she's sexy as shit.
That's all part of the show.
All Mike got to do is this, cuz. Watch one of his concerts anywhere in the world, and he do this. Let that nigga just do this.
So you're saying
let the nigga just turn
crowd
his head to the
reaction
left.
makes him the better performer? Is that what you're telling me?
He has a greater impact because he's the better performer. That's why they go crazy.
That's not true because we can talk about greater impacts and not have no performance at all. Because Alicia Keys can have a greater impact than somebody else with no performance at all.
Welcome to my world, Chuck Nice.
So come on, man, you gotta make it make sense.
We talking about two people that's known for putting on hell of a performance, dancing and stuff like that.
Right.
In that category, if you're gonna go male to female, yeah, you could put her in the category, but you can't have her. You can't have her over top of the greatest that ever did it.
And your question was, are they comparable?
The greatest that ever did it.
Your question was, are they comparable? And I said, yeah.
Right. Grundy, no.
But that's what I'm talking about.
They're comparable.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
No, I said, how you feel when people compare them and try to say she's the equivalent?
She's not.
She's not the equivalent. She is not the equivalent of no Michael
Jackson. She's the equivalent.
Boy, you done been buying them tickets, boy.
I ain't never been to a Beyonce show.
Listen,
boy, I'm talking about them tickets, them Beyonce.
Anytime you could barely not even do nothing and the crowd get the same response as you busting your ass, shaking your ass, sweating. One of them has the greater dynamic. That nigga hold it, listen. No, it ain't about error, it's about performance. Listen.
Vito is lost.
Mike put a briefcase on a little stand, flip it up, pull out a glove with glitter. As soon as they see the glove, nigga, that ain't even him. The fucking city wear. They going crazy.
I agree with that.
They going crazy.
I ain't mad at that. Chuck, but she is the equivalent of Michael Jackson.
No, I'm gonna tell you some.
I ain't the only nigga who feel like that, so I know I ain't.
She's not the equivalent.
And if anybody, time out.
She's a hell of a performer. She's probably the best that ever did it in the female category.
Time out.
Yeah.
Let me say something.
Not when it comes to Mike.
Vito.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
before we
wrap
up,
equivalent.
If anybody,
do the same thing.
Time out. Vito. If anybody from 28th Street, I don't care if it's Kyle, Mike, I don't care if it's whoever, if they agree with your thoughts, they're totally fucking lost out here, bro. Lost. Like, you got to be kidding me, bro.
This boy just be talking.
No, you are fucking.
I don't need y'all to ride. I'm a one-man game.
Yes.
Shout out to Beyonce, though. She's a hell of a performer.
Beyonce.
She on stage, too, but come on, Mike. Yeah. Some people is just.
Not just
you
Mike.
Can't even put in a category
that's where
with
the
him.
Disrespect come in. I don't want you to think that is.
He's just a Beyonce hater.
No. Time out. What I'm saying is, I don't want you to think that once Mike is gone, it's just Mike, Beyonce. No, that's not the fucking case. Like, don't.
What is the case?
The case is you got Mike. You got R, you got this person, you got that person.
What are you talking about? Them R. Kelly and all them, they don't even what? They're not even in this conversation. What are you talking about?
What?
They don't even equivalent to this conversation.
We talking about performance.
We talking about performance. We talking about
R. Kelly put on a good performance, but it ain't.
Come on,
it ain't Beyonce.
It ain't none of that.
See, anytime you got a
time out. But if we gonna give Beyonce extra credit for dancing, we gotta give R. Kelly extra credit for writing. Because Beyonce wouldn't dance to nothing if R. Kelly didn't write it.
What the fuck is you talking about? What did that got to do with that?
I'm just saying, period. If you're gonna give somebody credit for dancing and performing and all that, you gotta, because
Mike ain't write all his shit.
Huh?
Mike ain't write all his stuff.
I know, but what I'm saying is majority of that shit that Beyonce is dancing to, that the guys is all up on, that's not her pen. So that's just her dance.
You know Mike ain't write all his shit.
Yes, but I'm not talking about Mike. I'm talking about people like R. You can't put fucking Beyonce over.
Why can't you?
Like, you lost your fucking
Why can't you?
Bro, you
just put R wrote some of Mike's shit.
Bro, there's no way
Come on, man.
Beyonce put who over Mike's shit again?
I said R wrote some of Mike's shit.
Bro, there's no way Beyonce go over R.
Yeah, she did.
Let alone Mike. You lost your mind.
So we're talking about performance.
Where you lost your mind.
You talking about performance?
I don't care which
This boy,
you
see,
can't listen
to
what I'm
talking about.
Listen to what I'm telling you again, Chuck. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm. The greatest man alive can't be performed unless EST wrote it.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. When you put that shit in, R. Kelly wrote multiple hits. Okay. Beyonce sung multiple hits that was wrote. You can't put Beyonce in no category over R. Kelly, bro.
Okay, then that's the case. You can't put Mike in it because Mike wrote some of Mike.
Mike has wrote down.
What? What he wrote?
Let me ask this. So you don't agree or believe that one artist can be better on the pen and write and orchestrate music, and the other one can be a better performer?
I do believe that. I do believe that, but what I don't believe in is that Drake is gonna be over somebody that writes their lyrics.
You can't say
that's all I'm going off of.
Excuse me, you only
We're talking about pens.
Drake, you saying like Drake don't write all his shit.
He writes his shit. It doesn't matter if he writes all his shit. His stuff is tainted once he has. So just because somebody else
wrote one or two songs,
it's tainted.
Why? He not the only one.
What do you mean, why?
So you never heard the rumor that some of the Ice Cube shit was written by the boy Del the Funky Homo Sapien? I bet you wouldn't say his shit was tainted, though.
What I'm saying is art.
Yeah, you skip right over that, though.
When you go to Ice Cube wrote NWA whole albums. That's it.
But you just skipped over what I just said about the rumor about somebody writing for him. All them dudes get
anyway.
I never heard that
interview. Yeah. You probably don't know who Del the Funky Homo Sapien is.
I never heard
the Funky Homo Sapien was his cousin or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. I heard on the interview. That's how I got onto it. I looked it up. I did.
He had this song called Mr. Diabolini.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you're not listening to me. What I'm saying is I never heard a story where he wrote.
You can look it up. It's online.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is all them dudes still get help.
Everybody get help.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody get help.
I was just talking about.
I'm saying I don't take nothing away from somebody, even if they get shit written for them. You still gotta perform it,
bro. What I'm saying is,
I could be hot and write something for you, and you still could be trash on stage.
Nobody can't go above MJ.
Why not? He has shit written for him too.
Who?
Mike Jackson.
Yeah, R wrote for him.
Okay, so how are you not discrediting that, and you discrediting on another?
What I'm saying is, when you take into consideration pop culture, the effect on pop culture, when you take into consideration the other hits, the impact. When you take in consideration everything, that's Mike right there.
So none of the songwriting, it means nothing because all the other shit you just said is what you're saying.
Yeah, but when you get to
what the fuck is you
talking about? I was just talking about the performance.
That's all I'm saying. This boy is crazy.
Every time you Google greatest performer of all time,
no, listen,
that means before them. That means before them.
I'm not saying
during them and after them.
I'm just saying
he still come up number one.
If he come up number one, I'm not mad, and I'm not debating that he's not number one.
I showed you he came up number one.
I agree, but I'm saying. You said was she the equivalent? In my opinion, she's the equivalent.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
If she was the equivalent, they'd be side by side.
No, that don't mean that. Like you said, if the Beatles is on it, we both know the Beatles on the.
Yeah, but they not.
But what I'm saying, we both know
the number one spot.
We both know they not perform better than Beyonce. That's what I'm saying. We know Madonna perform better than her.
The reason why
that's what I'm saying. So
they're not gonna bias the black against the black. They're gonna bias the white against the black.
That's what I'm saying. So
this is why I brought it up, right? Before I go to sleep at night, I YouTube surf, and I seen some type of clubhouse with Trick Daddy, where he said a lot of people put R. Kelly as the top writer, but they said he was just R&B. Trick Daddy said,
I don't agree with that, but go ahead.
Listen, he said, I don't either, but he said Babyface.
Yeah,
if we gotta go, anybody, it would be Babyface over R. Kelly.
I don't agree with that either.
I don't agree with it.
I agree with that.
Why don't you agree with it?
Look up the track list.
Yes, I looked it up.
Babyface got a lot of hits, but R. Kelly.
Yeah,
R. Kelly might got better, but Babyface got more. Babyface got more.
I looked it up, bro.
Babyface do not have more.
Trick Daddy lost his fucking mind.
Listen, you forgetting not the shit that he just wrote that don't have nothing to do with him. We talking about the shit he performed.
Longevity.
Babyface had too many dry spells.
The shit. Hold on, listen.
Our shit was consistently
Trick Daddy lost
the
his
shit Babyface performed by himself as Babyface.
Vito.
The Dell.
Vito.
When he was in the group.
Vito.
Babyface. The shit he did. Excuse me, anybody talking? The shit he did for After 7?
Stop it.
Come on, man. The shit he did for his
See
girl.
what you doing?
Pebbles? Come on, man.
When I name stuff, you was like, but that was the Jacksons.
Yeah.
But now you naming people like After 7.
Yeah, look, that's what he does.
Yeah, you see how you tell him
Hey, Chuck.
He's just gonna tell him make that shit so he can win.
I'm just saying, that's what I do.
Yeah,
I go left.
He the lefty. He the
Look,
lefty.
what I'm saying, but we talking, that's something different. We talking about the hits he wrote. He wrote for,
Bro,
we ain't talking about the shit he did for himself. We talking
It's
about
levels
for
to
everybody
this shit,
he did.
bro.
Most of our shit was for himself.
Bro.
Most of the Baby shit's fit was for other people.
I guarantee you, because if you talk to people that was really in that circle, Babyface ain't write all them shits by himself.
That's believable. And niggas get help. I believe that.
Like Mark Nelson and
I believe that.
And the cast
But
was
what
saying,
about R?
what's the name? Said they was
Everybody
writing
get
songs.
help,
But
bro.
what about R though, Chuck?
R was writing this shit.
Come on, man.
R was writing this
Come
shit.
on, man. Listen, all you gotta do is look at the credits and you look on R. Kelly.
man.
It doesn't just say R. Kelly.
It doesn't just say R. Kelly because it's people that play instruments.
No, I'm talking
Time
about.
When
out.
they say
Time
lyrics
out.
written
Time out.
No.
by
Time out.
R. Kelly.
Time
Listen,
out.
I got 3
Chuck,
R. Kelly albums.
let me ask
and I
you
know
a question,
for a fact
right?
that shit don't just say R. Kelly.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Look up
If
12
we-
play.
If we sign off right now, and I play a song for y'all, right? And I say the song is named Real Niggas, and Vito say, no, the song should be named Real Killers. And I change the name and give Vito a credit.
That's not
Is
a
that
writer's
both?
credit, though.
Yes, huh?
That's not a writer's. I won't get a writer's credit
You
for that.
would if listen, because when you fill it out, when you filling paper out, work out, people, and you gotta put the other person's name that's on the track. You gotta put everything on there. You gotta put their writers association.
But you give them credit for what they did. That's not considered a writer's credit if I just say change the
yes,
name
but
of the
you
song.
gonna give them a breakdown on the song now.
Yeah, you can get them some points on the song, but how do I get a writer's credit for saying change the name?
If the name affects the hook and it becomes
I can see that.
singing
Yeah,
about,
I can see that.
real niggas, you
Right,
sing
right.
about real killers.
Yeah, I can see that.
Then yeah, I mean, I can see.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
some people go to the extreme, man. Some people come to Jordan and be like, "Yo, raise that level that's there," and all of a sudden they got production credit. It get real
True.
goofy sometimes.
But as it stands, however it's done, Babyface got hits.
Babyface definitely got hits.
R. Kelly got hits.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, I prefer R. Kelly as a
R.
singer.
Kelly was like a modern day Stevie Wonder with this shit.
Yeah.
Cause
Don't forget about Smokey.
Come on, man.
Smokey bad boy,
but
too.
R, man.
Nah, man, you talking about? But we was talking about performance. You threw R in the pot. You need to stop. You need to put that away because that shit got you tripping. You talking about R as a performer?
We talking about
Yeah,
top
I
five.
No,
the ladies
time
going
out.
crazy.
I'm not
Time
debating
out.
that. We talking about as
Time out.
compared to
What I
Beyonce and
thought
Mike.
we was talking about was top 5 R&B artists. That's what I thought we was saying.
No, when me and Chuck was talking about performance. He asked the question.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah, he was in my top 5 as R&B singers.
yeah.
Yeah,
But that's just what I originally thought we was talking
that's
about.
what originally was talking about. But Chuck asked something else.
Oh, alright. But
Yeah,
I
but
just,
R is in my 5.
Yeah, I figured out because y'all got into a heavy Beyonce, and I just
Yeah, he just asked what she
based
equivalent to
on
Mike.
Some things I was saying on the end.
Because I seen on the
people
Breakfast
was
Club.
trying to say like,
Listen.
She was equivalent. She was saying the same thing I was saying.
Before
but
we
that's
wrap
her
it
fan
up.
base saying that.
I'm a
And
fan of
Before
both.
we
A
wrap
lot
it
of
up.
her fan base ain't even seen all the shit
That's
that Mike
true.
did.
But I seen both, and I say
Chuck
Mike
Nice.
slightly better, but they
Before
comparable.
we wrap it up, I'm gonna say this. To me, I always say people were sold to us. People were sold to us. They made us listen to these people. I'm not gonna say Beyonce is not talented.
She's extremely talented.
She's extremely talented.
Right.
But what's the meaning of soul to us?
Time out.
What's the meaning
The
of that?
meaning of soul to us is like Beyonce. People force us
That's
to
not
listen
a meaning.
to Beyonce.
I'm asking you the meaning. What is the meaning? How
The
you get that?
meaning is when somebody is sold to us, it's like they're constantly thrown in our face, so we have to listen to us. Beyonce
You don't
was
have to listen to nobody.
Time out.
What are you talking about?
Beyonce was sold to us. She was thrown to us in our face. She, regardless how many songs, what the song was about, it was in our face. She is sold to us. To me, us, if we going us, just us, she didn't live up to the hype.
What hype? What hype did she have before we knew who she was?
Us!
What are you talking about? What hype did she have before?
Us!
Us? What does that mean? What are you talking about?
You know what I mean?
No, he don't. Nobody does.
It's our music.
Okay.
Us.
You said
our
that.
You
music.
talking about black food?
Our music.
Urban
Us.
Excuse me. That's what I'm saying. You said live up to the hype, though.
She
what,
didn't.
What hype did she have? Is what I'm asking you.
What I'm saying is, the hype that she had was the hype when you put her and Destiny's Child as the #1 R&B group of all time. And then last week, on last episode, you said, you know what? I went back and listened to SWV. I went back and listened to
They had
Escape.
better music.
They got better music. This is what I'm saying when she was sold to us. She got, listen,
in order
not,
to be sold to
time
us,
out.
you have
What
to
I'm
not
saying
live up
is,
to the
time
hype.
out. What I'm saying is sold to us. You woke up. You said, Bram, you were right. I came back.
Yeah.
Everybody not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is, everybody that's going to put Destiny's Child, out of 50% of the people that's going to put Destiny's Child up there,
They might like. So,
out of 50% of the people that's going to put Destiny's Child up there, 70% of the people going to put Destiny's Child up there because of Beyonce's solo career. And that's what I was trying to tell you. Don't judge Destiny's Child off of Beyonce's solo career.
But you
And
said
when
sold to us. I was just trying to figure out because you
Yes,
say that a lot.
because
But
Beyonce
let me
was
explain
sold
this
to
to you
us.
about the sold to us shit you say. In order for you to say somebody to be sold to us, that means they had to be hyped
that
up.
doesn't
Excuse me.
mean they have to be that.
So how can somebody be sold to you
Because
then?
today is social media era.
Okay, well,
So
let me
if
finish
you
my
go
statement.
on
Let me finish my
social
statement.
media and you see Beyonce on 4 out of 5 posts,
Okay.
that's why she's sold to us.
She can't be sold to us at this point. She's already out there.
I'm not talking about now.
Social media wasn't out when she came out.
Yes, it wasn't,
wasn't.
out. But what I'm saying is, she was on the radio 4 times out of every.
And see, this is
Time
what
out.
I'm trying to explain
Time
to
out.
you.
Time out.
They got that from the muscle. They
It
grinded that. They
Time
wasn't
out.
sold
It
to us.
doesn't matter.
Come on, man.
What I'm telling
You
you is, when you hear a Destiny's Child track compared to anybody that we put on an R&B list, right?
Okay.
Their hits is bigger. You're gonna hear their hits 2-3 times more.
No, you're not.
Yes, you
You're not
are,
gonna hear.
bro.
You're not gonna hear escaping them more than Beyonce, even though they shit might be better. It's not bigger.
I'm saying you're gonna hear Beyonce.
Yeah, you're gonna
more.
Beyonce more. Yeah.
Right, but Beyonce more doesn't mean Beyonce is better.
I agree with
Beyonce more was just more so, let's cater everybody to this wave. It's no more R&B music.
That's not true.
Who makes R&B music?
Everybody in the R&B category.
Who?
What the fuck is you talking about?
Name somebody.
Her,
R&B, what I'm saying
Janae
is,
Aiko, they all R&B artists.
Time out. Janae, her, I'm not going to say what it is now, but 2-3 years ago, they was in the same billboard as, not billboard, but they was in the same category as, Jasmine Sullivan and people of this caliber. So it's all the same shit.
So
Look,
Jasmine Sullivan, you saying do you believe Jasmine Sullivan is R&B?
yes.
So you just said it was no R&B music.
Yes, but what? Time out. What I'm saying is, the type of R&B music today is a category that's gonna be put in. If you put it in that category, it's gonna be Jasmine Sullivan type music. Which, if you look at it back in the 90s, it was kind of like Erykah Badu.
This kind of is you stuck in your era and you used to what you used to.
What I'm saying is the music that you're getting now, Jasmine Sullivan, her, these people is equivalent to when you had Erykah Badu and all of them, where it was impact, but it didn't matter. That's what you get nowadays. Impact. Meaning everybody's gonna follow the fucking wave, but it doesn't matter because the wave is not about nothing.
But you talking about all the other shit that don't got nothing to do with how good the music is. That's all I'm talking about.
None of the music
I don't give a fuck about the impact of other people. I'm talking about how good music is.
None of the music is good.
So you telling me Jasmine Sullivan music ain't good?
Besides for Jasmine.
Okay, so I'm confused. Her music ain't good. She one of the hottest out right now.
Her music is so.
You tripping?
Listen to what I'm saying is.
Summer Walker's album is nice.
Summer Walker's album is nice. Her album is nice, but to me, when you play them next to Jasmine Sullivan album is the more complete album, the more better album, but the more popular album is gonna be her.
Why?
And Summer Walker.
Why?
Because they talking all that bullshit that people on social media want to hear.
Jasmine Sullivan just won all the awards. Her was nominated for more awards than Jasmine Sullivan and won 0. And Jasmine Sullivan ran that shit.
Mm.
Yeah, and that was Soul Train Awards. That's us, right? Mm. So her ain't win shit. So what are you talking about?
Soul Train Awards don't matter.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying Jasmine Sullivan ran the table. Is what I'm saying.
Well, what I'm saying is Soul Train. We gotta talk. If you gonna tell me we're gonna have this conversation and you gonna say ran the table, you gotta tell me something other than Soul Train. You gotta tell me awards. That's the most recent.
What award matters?
I'm saying Billboard.
That matters.
Yes.
To who?
To people in the industry, not to people in us. It's all about people. Bro, you can't.
We not in the industry though.
We're not in the industry, but you got to look at it.
So what is you saying?
These debates.
So you're saying if somebody has more hits on the Billboard, that means what exactly?
That don't mean shit.
So what the fuck is you talking about?
But what I'm saying is you have to take all that into consideration.
What are we taking into consideration exactly? Because I'm confused.
The music.
I'm going off of who makes good music. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit.
Why are you going off of that?
Because that's what I'm listening for, good music.
But why are you listening to it? Because you're listening to the radio?
Whatever I'm listening, radio, CD,
yes or no?
Stream. I listen to everything.
No, you can't be listening to the radio.
You don't listen to everything because all you familiar with the singles.
Y'all tripping. Let me.
All you be familiar with the singles.
Hold on. Let me show you young Chuck. And old fellas something.
No, Chuck.
What I listen to every day, all day at work.
2000.
Hold on, Spotify. A playlist of all R&B, old school, new school, all that. That's what I listen to. Majority old shit. Nigga, I go back to the 50s, 40s, all that shit. I listen to the shit my poppin' and put me on.
I don't believe that, bro.
Hold on, okay.
I believe what Chuck is saying.
Let me show my man Chuck.
Before we wrap this episode up, because I believe what Chuck is saying. I've been believing. Chuck,
Usher, I got her.
Yes, we believe you got them on. That's a playlist. I got
Pebbles, Babyface.
That's a playlist.
That's okay. A playlist is something you choose, right? It's not singles.
Show everything.
Dreaming. I got Envo. I got like all Envo shit. That's not single. I got Denise Williams. You probably know who that is.
Niecy, I do.
You
know.
young
Black
fella.
Butterfly. Come on.
Atlantic Star. What you know about Atlantic Star? Not a damn thing.
Listen, my co-host.
What you know about Lisa and Coach? Come on, man. I listen to everything, man.
My co-host is totally one lie.
Glenn Jones.
Chuck
y'all don't know nothing about that.
I appreciate it.
I know you do.
Chuck Nice.
Oh my God.
Look.
Chuck Nice.
He don't know nothing about that. He probably knows.
Chuck Nice, I totally appreciate you because I've been seeing it. I've been seeing the bullshit that be. Look, I've been seeing the bullshit Vito been kicking to us. But it took a legend. It took a legend to come up this joint. and spot that shit.
Shout out to Chuck Nice, man.
Yeah, shout out to Chuck Nice. 3 times.
Y'all
And
he
he
had some serious debate.
Yo, he is.
That's why we need a medium to
dope,
because we'll go all night.
Yes, man. Chuck Nice, you are a legend. You deserve your flowers. And
I
listen,
appreciate that.
I didn't mention it.
What's that?
I've seen numerous posts, especially on different hip hop websites.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3 producers all time. And I've seen, look on the screen. Look on the screen right now. I've seen a lot of people say, Chuck Nice, 3 times dope. Top 5 producer all time. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel great about it because I work hard to be good at what I do. You know what I mean? And I don't take it for granted. I really put work behind stuff sounding the way it sounds and doing the way it does. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just get in there and just throw it together.
Yeah.
Ain't no 2-track stereo mixing. You know what I mean? Like cats download beats.
Yeah.
My thing is full on, full-fledged, full EQ, full mix, full mastered. I do it from the rooter to the tutor. You know what I mean?
Ain't no doubt. Well, we definitely got to get up out of here. Vito has been acting crazy. I gotta blame it on Vito. I gotta shout out.
No, blame it on the 1800.
I gotta blame it on the 1800 too. Vito is acting crazy. Shout out to the legend, Chuck Nice.
Man, thanks for having me. You know what I mean?
We appreciate you for coming, good brother. It's all love. ES, what up, though? I see you working on the album.
Act
Keep
Nicholas
going.
Uno.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Let's get it.
My ex-power partner in crime, partner in rhyme.
Ain't no doubt. And is it cool for me to shout out that DJ Woody? Pause. Is that cool?
Shout out if you want.
Shout out DJ Wood. I don't know.
I've got no problem with
I
that.
don't know what the, I'm just making sure it's all good. But what I'm saying is, if I gotta base my rap stuff off anything, I would say Chuck Nice fucking stamped it. I'm 3 times dope. I'm your boy Brown. To the left of me, I got the lefty.
Vito.
And I got my special guest,
Vito
the
L.
legend. Vito what?
Vito L.
Yeah, Vito L. Give him a new name. I got the legend in the building.
Again, Beyonce a great artist, but he got the right one. He rooting for because what she say, to the left.
That's Vito. Yeah.
What I do?
That should be his theme music when he come out.
That is.
Oh, is it?
That's my new shit. Fuck it, Chuck. That's my new theme music, Chuck. Fuck it.
Yeah. Chuck Nice, I love you. You are the fucking legend to me. I call you for everything.
I love all the artists that was mentioned, man.
Yeah,
Every last one of them.
Devil's advocate, Chuck. That's
We
what I do.
definitely love all the artists that was mentioned.
Classic artists, man. Classic greats.
Shout out DJ Woody Wood. Shout out EST. Shout out 3 times dope. This episode is a wrap. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you got any questions, any input, anything, just hit us up. DM, inbox, Gmail. As always, I'm your boy Brown. To the left of me, I got my lefty.
Devil's advocate, Vito.
And in the middle, I got the legend, the legendary. 3 times dope. But he's doper than 3 times. You hear me? State your name, gangster.
Man, it's the Soul Pure Hip Hop Chuck Nice, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah.
I make it do what it do, baby. That's all.
Ain't no doubt.
No more than anybody else, man.
Yeah, nah. And you did your damn thing. As always, shout out 3 times dope. If you ain't heard the music, go tune in, go tune in, go tune in. 3 times dope, people. We'll holler at y'all next time. As always, tell everybody that. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep your C note. And we'll holler at y'all.
shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da 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 da.